Hello, hello, hello. Hi, family. I was not out earlier, my usual time today, because I was resting. I am just really tired. Hey, Paul, how you doing? I'm telling you, the temple requires so much energy. You doing okay, Paul? Oh, okay. Hey, Flower Bomb, thank you so much for moderating. Hey, Lady Gemini, how you doing? Thank you for the love, Flower Bomb. Hey, C. Tapria. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Simply Kilo. Yeah. So, anyways, it's up and running. Like I mean, can anybody help me? I do not understand why not allow anybody to upload videos. I think that was back what in July sometime. I'm not sure. But prior to that, I could do all types of live streams at the temple. Now I cannot live stream at the temple. If I do live stream at the temple, it's about what 1 minute and they cut it off, but still it's not able to upload. So I don't know. Anybody got any ideas what could be going on? You know what I'm saying? I mean, things are changing so swiftly, but you know what? I got to keep up with the changes, y'all. I'm gonna keep up with the changes. Look, let me tell you something. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna stay right here while the people ascend. Am I right, Mr. Whitley?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not leaving until someone is here and they let me know, hey, look, I got this from here and I'm gonna take it on to the next. You understand? To the next step.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is. Because, see, we need to know what's going on. Okay? I want to know what's going on. Okay? Let me ask you, government. Should I be asking the government? Should I be asking NASA? Somebody got to talk to me. I can go and watch TV and get all the news I don't want. Like who got stabbed? Who got shot? Who went to jail? Who went to prison? Who won the football and the basketball game? Who won the pool tournament and the golfing tournament? You get all that you need, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
But you never can get the good news. What is the good news? The good news is what is going on with this sun? I need some answers. Can somebody ask I don't know. We don't need to be asking the local news because they have to go by what the local government officials tell them to go by, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the local government officials have to go by what the federal government goes by. Federal government have to get their answers from NASA. NASA, why won't you tell the people the truth? You got all of these people around here thinking that they're witches and warlocks practicing all of this fake magic. Understand? And you're laughing at them. But you need to teach them how to cover and shield their bodies from the sun. That's the magic right there. Let them know that food shortages are coming. Okay? Tell them why they cannot put a seed in the ground and grow food. This is the truth. This is the magic. Not around here putting these candles on top of these masonry jars. Having beef tongues, cuts of beef tongues, sections of beef tongues in masonry jars. Talking about they responsible for why somebody is around here sick and dying. Come on now. Let them know the truth, NASA. Why is the sun piping hot? Woo! What you thought about today, Mr. Willie?
Scorching.
See, you got to see it.
Scorching hot.
Scorching hot, Mr. Willie. Mr. Willie, you need a news channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because you was telling me why it's getting scorching hot year after year after year. Can you tell the people?
The sun getting close to the earth.
Can you say that again?
The sun is getting closer to the earth.
But Mr. Willie, why they won't say nothing about it? Because see, people around here, air conditioners and stuff like that breaking down.
Yeah.
In their cars, in their houses. People are dying.
Yeah. See how big the sun getting?
Yes.
It's getting big. That's because it's getting closer closer and closer to us.
But do you know do you know why they won't talk about it on the local news?
I don't know. I guess they don't want to have people frightened, worried. That's the only way thing I can see. I don't know.
Because the people will panic.
Yeah, they're paying.
Hey Jackie, how you doing? Thank you for moderating and thank you for the love. I don't want to start a panic. I don't want to scare and frighten people. That's not what I'm here for. Because I know that we as, a spiritualist, we understand that spirit is not going to allow us to suffer and just plain old just demise. Because I know a lot of us, we have children. Some of our children are very tiny children. Some of them are child in school, children in school, and some of our children are grown children. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to frighten anybody, but I want to bring about an awareness. And I know that spiritualists, no matter what you go by, witch or you go by, you know what I'm saying, priest, priestess, whatever, you know that there is a higher being, and we can go to these beings, and these beings will give us not only the answers, but these beings will give us shelter from the sun, shelter from harm, and protect us. And this is what's important right now, as they allow people to live recklessly and aimlessly as if though there is nothing coming for us. You know what I'm saying? We know that we're covered. And I want to remind everybody that it is important that you get to know who your God is, because I see something, you know what I'm saying, that I just been holding back from. I tell y'all little bits and pieces what I've been seeing. But when I saw that dream, I had that dream, man, and tires were like I was telling Mr. Willie, I saw people tires just blowing out. People just from the heat. You know what I'm saying? Tires and here's the thing. As these streets get hotter and hotter, I mean, the temperature's hot as a skillet on an hive, on flames. You understand? How we gonna be able to operate these cars on these streets? See, this is not what they're talking about right now. Nobody's talking about that. Tires are gonna literally melt. They know it, but they're not talking about anything. Meanwhile, they're gathering up all of the waters, drying up all of the reservoirs, like your rivers, your lakes, your streams. They're drying them out with these big, gigantic plastic bags, filling them up with water and taking them underground. While we are all about looking for the next entertainment star, who's gonna be next, and who's gonna be able to play the goddamn violin and the guitar and the trumpet and the saxophone, and who's going to the playoffs and shit, and who's gonna be able to make the goddamn Hall of Fame and shit. This is what we're interested in. Concentrating on the fact that Venus lost the match to Coco Gauff, however you spell her name.
Like I'm concentrating on football.
Mr. Willis sitting here waiting on he's waiting on the football game to come this season. You understand? That's where our mind is, and this is where they want our minds at. Meanwhile, what are we going to do when we finally see that the grocery stores don't have no food in it? That's another thing I seen, you know what I'm saying? So, that's why I be doing these videos and stuff, and that's why I be having the seances late at night, so we can think about this situation, because summer after summer, it is going to get hotter and hotter, okay? It's going to be hotter and hotter. Now, the wintertime will come, okay? They'll start that up right around, December sometime.
Yeah, November, December.
Yeah, they're going to let it just rain. They're storing up the rain, and, like I say, rain is something that's man-made. Because, you can really, if you look at Africa would kind of give you an idea of how seasons are really supposed to be. 4 seasons is really man-made, you know what I'm saying? You got your 2 seasons when you look at places like Africa, these ancient lands. You get a rainy season, and you get a dry season. This is what is really naturally occurring. All this other stuff is man made. We're going back to 2 seasons, guys. Okay? The fact that they have screwed up the rainy season so bad, if we're not careful, all of this will be a desert. This is all going to turn into a desert. So, I mean, trees are dying around here and everything, y'all, man. I've seen so many dead trees, man. My pear tree's about to die. We had to put the sprinklers on them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm trying to get at is, y'all, what are we gonna do when we finally come to the grocery store and see food prices just off the roof? What are we gonna do? Y'all better have a plan. Venezuela, look at that up. I just got through talking to a Venezuelan that he's over here seeking asylum. I think that's what they call it. I don't know what they call it. Anyway, he's been here a couple of years, and he told me, he said he just seen people getting murdered and stuff. So he fled to the U.S. And don't be surprised if eventually Venezuela becomes a part of the United States of America. Because one thing about the U.S., if your government ain't tight and you ain't got sufficient armed forces to protect your land. These countries, these European countries, these Western countries will come in and under this instability of your leadership, take your land. And he said it. He said he's hoping that America does come and rescue Venezuela, but with that comes a price. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to talk about this. I'm just like, I want to just hear it from you all. Y'all, what y'all think is coming? So many farmers are filing bankruptcy. I was just riding on the countryside. All of the soy crops are just dried up. Corn crops, corn dries around this time of year, but the corn didn't get any taller than my shoulder. So that's a loss, because I know about my agriculture and stuff like that. That's a loss. Burnt up stuff. That stuff just burnt. And because it's not any water. We hadn't had waters here in 18 days. Okay? We have not had sufficient, we hadn't had any rainwater for 18 days. Now, the fact that we got these scorching hot temperatures, no relief from the sun, you understand, and no rainwater, you understand? What does that mean? That means that we are going to lose crops. We are going to lose crops. As we lose crops, we can expect higher than normal food prices. Now, I saw today coming that really had me feeling like, we are in dire straits where food prices were just so crazy, and you just couldn't really get your hand on real fruits, real vegetables, until they were just, government was just giving out like boxes of containers where you had to mix water. You're just like a little protein shake, a vegetable powder shake, or whatever. So, all of y'all meat eaters, get ready, honey, because it ain't gonna be hardly no meat to be eating from. You're gonna be having to get adjusted to eating instant dinners and instant, lunches, just instant food. You know. Okay, so they coming up with everything, talking about, oh, eventually we're gonna go to we're gonna leave fossil fuels and go to solar, powered this, solar powered that. Okay, it sounds wonderful. You know what I'm saying? 2030 in California, it'll be against the law to drive a car that operates on gasoline. You understand? So, we need to be making preparations. If we're gonna be hanging around this place, to our new purchases do not need to be. No one should. If you're gonna do a new purchase on a car, like my son, he did it, and that wasn't good for him to do it. But no one should be making new purchases on cars that are what I want to say. If you're gonna buy a brand new car, you don't need to be buying a gasoline car. You should be buying a Tesla. That's where it's going, or an electric car. That's what you're supposed to be getting. You wasting money on these gasoline powered cars. I say by the, okay, it's 2020 is coming. Okay? 10 more years. There's already a state that say no more gasoline cars. So let's get started now. Okay? Now, if you just need a jalopy or something, or a hoopty, or get up and go, or just like a bucket car, okay, I see. You can go gasoline. You know what I'm saying? Because I was thinking about getting me a bucket to get around, to get to the temple real quick, so I can save gas, because the Infinity ain't no joke. But if you telling me, Mama, I'm in the market right now, I'm looking to pay about 30, 40,000. Some people paying 50,000 on gasoline cars. Are you kidding me? $50,000 on a gasoline car, it's a waste of money. 10 years, it's gonna take you sometimes 10 years to pay those cars off. And when you get through paying for it, they're telling you, oh, you can't drive that through our state. You're riding through California, you're gonna get a ticket. Eventually, may just even get to a point they may jail you. And unfortunately, for a lot of people who are poor, and poor is not always how much money you got in the bank, it's how much you got, how much sense you got in your head. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have common sense, you don't know how to reason with money and make good decisions, then you're poor. You understand? A lot of poor people are going to be out without transportation in the next 10 years. You understand? You're going to pay high gasoline prices at the pump while you watch everybody else riding around electric. There are going to be very few fuel centers available to you to get gasolina. Hello? Hey, let me speak to everybody in the chat. I just wanted to make this video because I said, I know that there are some forces and entities out there that wants to kill the message, that wants you to go away, and don't want you to talk to the people about it. The people thirst for the knowledge and the drink, and they are, having an appetite for the food. Some starving for the food, and they want this to chill. They want us to go away, but I'm not finna let this go away. I want to talk to everybody. I just want to see what everybody else saying, because I'm learning from y'all too. What I should be doing. These extra dollars we got. What should we be doing with these extra dollars, man? This ain't cool right here now. Walking around here waiting on somebody to say something about why the sun is so violently hot. And they were talking about these temperatures and stuff that are rising in the Arctic. They don't even know if we're going to even have any snow in the Arctic. Now, this is what they said. They don't know if there will be any Arctic snow by the end of this year. Great big sheets of ice and snow is melting, on the Arctic. So how long will we have these? How long are we going to? Because it's important that the Arctic stays cool. Because if the Arctic starts, warming up to a point where there is no ice, guys, that means that we're going to have higher than normal sea levels, meaning that we're going to lose coastal areas. These coastal areas like Florida and California, we're going to lose them. And as we lose them, they said at some point in time, the coastal areas will start right around Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama, those type places. Okay, hey, Undead Goddess says freeze dry foods and store away ammo, etc. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But when it comes to our supernatural abilities, any advice? What can we do? What can we do at this point now to sharpen up our supernatural abilities? And what are we going to do with our supernatural abilities when this time comes? Because like what I'm saying is this. I say by winter time, we'll been all forgot about this heat by winter, because they're going to start, making it, letting it rain more.
Oh,
And
yeah,
as it
rain is
rain more, it
good.
cools off. And then we're going to have the liquid nitrogen that it's going to start spraying in the sky. We're going to start putting our coats and jackets on. Then we're going to forget about this. But it's coming back.
Well, we get rain then.
Oh, you're going to get some rain then. They're going to make sure it rain
Yeah,
everywhere.
get rain.
But it's coming. This heat is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's
it's
gonna be worse.
coming back with more fury. Y'all, this is what I'm concerned about. It's coming back with more fury. It ain't, let me tell you something, it ain't gonna be gone nowhere. It's just they're gonna be using artificial means to cool it off
Yeah.
for a season. You understand? But with that does not change the Arctic. That does not change the North Pole. Those poles are going to warm up. While we're sitting thinking we're safe, we're good because now it's cold. We got the heat on in the house, which is so stupid what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What we gonna do when it's time for it to heat up all over again? Because, like I'm trying to say, is this right here. You're being fooled. You're being bamboozled. You're being tricked and charmed into believing that what's important is to get that brand new house, that brand new gasoline car, and them old worthless pieces of scraps garments to put on inside your body and stuff. You're being fooled to try to keep up with the Joneses, okay? And you're thinking everything okay because we're singing chestnuts roasting on an open fire. You understand? It's Christmas time, and we're thinking it's all right. But the Arctic is still melting. The North Pole is still melting. Month after month, year after year. Eventually, snow is going to be a thing of the past. Little children are going to talk about how it used to be. No, the parents are going to be telling the children how it used to be to make snowballs. Now, only one or two things can occur. Either they're going to let this keep going like this, and then eventually this heat is going to be year-round, meaning that it ain't going to be no winters. Because the technology, you got to continue to raise the bar on the technology to keep it cold. And as they lose, guess what? It's going to be hot all the time. In the wintertime, January, you're going to be walking around with shorts and tank tops on. Everywhere. Even in Colorado, where they had 2-pound golf-sized balls of hailstones. Did you know they had that? Big old hailstones falling from the sky. This time of year, hot as it's. Oh, yeah, honey. So everybody get you a garage to park your car in because they might try to start doing that everywhere. They are desperate to control the heat. I said in the next 5 to 10 years, if they have not upped the ante on this winter project, this manufactured winter project, I say that eventually the winter times will be just as hot as the summer times. It ain't gonna be no season. Really and truly, let me tell you something. It is not a natural season. Can somebody please hear me? America does not have a natural season. It does not. There's no such thing as winter time. There's no such thing. It's all year round summertime, huh?
When winter comes, it still be fall.
Yes, what's going on with this?
When fall comes, it still be summer.
Can you say it loud?
I say when fall comes, it still be summer. Then when winter comes, it still be fall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
like all the way through to October, you're still wearing shorts. You know, when I was coming up back in the day, we didn't have it. But by the time September comes, we was wearing jackets. It wasn't like it is now. You know, going back to school, children we had on jackets and stuff like that. Now they go to school with shorts and t-shirts on in September. Right. Now you know it's different now.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like This is the trend now. Expect hotter and hotter and hotter days to come. And it's getting to the point where we're going to probably start seeing a lot of dead trees all over the place. And you know that's sad.
There was birds that around our house.
Yeah, I hadn't heard any birds. Because they're fleeing. Fleeing to go where? I don't know.
Trying to find somewhere to cool.
Let me see what's going on in the chat. But I just want all of you all to, and I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all gonna have to start doing. But I'm not. I just don't want to sound like I'm just coming way out of left field, out of nowhere. But y'all know I'm gonna have to do that in just a little bit. Hey Gail, Undead Goddess said I water my trees on. Now I got to go in. I mean, not my peach trees, my pear tree. One of my pear trees turned yellow, and I was like shocked. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose my tree. I still don't know whether that tree is gonna recover, but I got the sprinkler going on it all day and all night. It's just going on it. Larry Gators, hey, how you doing? The power grids are crashing, failing. I am glad you are bringing the awareness. Thank you, Larry. People, the power grids are crashing and failing. I had somebody to ask me that's kind of new coming into this, and I know they didn't mean any harm, but they asked me, all of this for what? They asked me this, all of this for what? So basically what they were saying, why am I doing all of this? Like when I come here on YouTube and I do what I do, I show you all how you all voodoo, supernatural, we talk about reaching ascension, and they say all of this is for what? This is what it's for, honestly. Preparing yourself to be this grand magician where you can call down manna, okay? There came a time in history when there was nothing that was able to grow from the ground. So manna is what the great magicians call from the skies. What you say, Mr. Williams?
No, you were concerned about that while you're watching.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Well, a lot of people are watching because their spirits pulled them over here. I'm not talking about the people in the chat, but a lot of people don't know why they're really watching. But their spirits brought them here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, too, my spirits bring me here to this place. You know what I'm saying? My spirits bring me here. Because I'm learning, too, from the people here in this setting. Yeah. Believe it or not, we're here to teach each other. There's something is on here that already showed up and ain't nobody paying no attention. So Larry, thank you. The grids are crashing and they are failing. Already New York had their little thingy do where they had the lights were out. Did you hear about that in New York?
Yeah, you talking about that?
Yes. So whether it's real or not, what happened in New York, I got a feeling they testing things. They want to see how.
I ain't already do that. We get right here.
It's gonna come a time, sure enough. Y'all don't go no.
My phone be doing that every time I come through here. My phone do that.
Yeah, but they say you got unlimited services and stuff. I lost quite a few people. There's only 29 people, and it was 40-something people. Now 27.
Yeah, come back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So hey, Toledo, I done lost quite a few people. Yeah, it's lagging. We're riding on the countryside. Maybe I have everything misconstrued when they say you got an unlimited data package here with your cell phone companies and stuff. I guess that's really not true. That's really not true. If you go through a dead area, you cannot rely on a data package. That don't mean diddly squat. Yes, Chaston, how you doing? She said it is just buffering. Jackie said, I am here. Oh, serving money. I'm back, y'all. Are we? $150 a month is quite a bit of money. I mean, these companies like AT&T, they are making a killing. They just racking up on the cash, man. Mm-hmm. and they're not delivering the services. Okay, I'm down to 27 people from 40 people to 27 people.
But they'll come back and restore your car, get out this car.
Mama Midnight said, nope, the agents aren't happy with your rap and music, stuff like that on my cell phone, and I don't get no interruption. Come on now.
I said, my phone do that
But
every
mine's,
night.
I pay $150 a month to AT&T.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what am I paying for?
Yeah.
With that type of money for one cell phone, I don't want any buffering. I don't want any interruptions. But I don't think a lot of it is coming from, AT&T. And it's not coming. A lot of it's not coming from YouTube. It's coming from some entity that's watching. I keep telling everybody, it's an entity that's watching every single move and listening to every single message. So get ready for it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but a little small, minute amount of energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just want people to stay in the dark, and we're not finna be in no dark around here. We got to come up with Lady Al. How you doing? Mama Midnight said the architect of the Matrix is pissed because you're spray truth. I mean, that's what I think. Hey, Stephanie says just buffering. So they know what to do to kind of kill the message and stuff. They know what they're doing. Hope I ain't losing that little baby tree. Back up, let me see if that little baby Christmas tree is going and stuff like that. Is it going away and dying? Is that, you see it?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, yes, y'all. If you all you tree lovers, make sure your trees are getting some water.
We'll cut this one off.
So I sit there and I listen to you, Mr. Wheeler, but I know what they doing. I know what they doing. They want to kill this message. That's why I can't do no live streams in that temple. Chastain said we rebuke them. Yeah, well, yeah, I cannot say this enough. I don't think necessarily it's that they're trying to kill my message because it's me. I think they want to kill the message because of who is getting the information. Now they want some of us to stay in the dark. They really want a lot of women to stay in the dark. I don't care what nobody say. They want y'all women to stay over there in that church. And the church ain't serving nobody right now. Nobody needs to be in that church right now. That church cannot tell us why it's getting hotter and hotter. Why is it scorching us? Why the sun is growing? If they don't have any of that information, all I got to say is this: they're not telling us nothing. They can't tell us how we're going to grow food out the ground with these scorching hot temperatures and no rainwater. And we're getting these floods and droughts and unusually cold temperatures, unusually hot temperatures. If they're not telling us how to self-sustain ourselves outside of the matrix, man, you're wasting your time being in those places. And if you do have a job, you better start putting up some canned goods. Canned goods are good enough for 5 years and stuff like that. Y'all need to be putting canned goods up. I see people talking about I'm storing seeds and stuff like that. You're not going to be able to grow nothing in this ground. This ground is poison. The ground is poisoned. Hey, Mystic Lunar, thank you for the love. Chastain Stone says, I talk to trees every day outside when going to work. Beautiful, but I'm afraid, depending on where we are, if you're like in these areas, these southern areas where it's just nothing but complete drought, I'm afraid we might lose them. Now, if you're on these coastal areas like Mobile, Mobile said they're getting a lot of rain down there. Charleston, South Carolina, Savannah. If you in them places, you good. You're getting plenty of rain in New Orleans and stuff like that. But if you come up here in the upper southern states and stuff, it's complete drought. When you're talking about places like, you know, central and northern Alabama and central and northern Tennessee and you see what I'm saying? And Georgia, those places and stuff like that. If something does not happen, or if what I say, if something doesn't intervene pretty soon and start giving us rainwater during the summer months when they have us in drought, we're going to lose the trees. If we lose the trees, we got problems. You understand? No trees turn to erosions and deserts, you know? And people will flee. People will start fleeing and overcrowding areas where there is rain, where there is refuge, where there is still some fertile ground. And you know what they're going to start doing? They're going to start killing people. Quarantining people and killing people with plagues and pestilence and stuff like that. And I don't see nothing changing. I might not be here. It might be 30, 40, 50 years. We might all be gone. But it's coming, y'all. I don't see nothing good coming out of none of this stuff as they race to as they race to bring us more and more technology. All of this technology and all of this Wi-Fi and all this nano technology, and you see what I'm saying? All this stuff is killing. It's killing nature. It's killing the ecosystem. It's killing the Gulf Stream. It's killing us. Hey, Quinitha. Hey, Saint Anne. Yes, Mighty Minority knows what I'm talking about. This 5G tech, and they want to go higher with it. They want to go higher with this stuff, and nobody. No, I think nature needs a little bit of help, or if eventually it doesn't get what it needs, and the help is cooperation. Cooperation, because we don't have to do much of anything because nature got itself, but cooperation is the help nature needs, meaning that we're gonna have to compromise, and if we don't compromise, you know what I'm saying? Nature can just shake us off and we're gone. We got to learn how to get along with nature. We're not going to be here. Nature is still going to exist. We just won't be here. Hello? Mighty Minority said they are changing to a new TV standard soon, too. See how they shook us off down to 29 people? We were gaining people. They shook us off. And then I'll give it to you, Mr. Willie. We was just riding through the country road. We lost some people. Okay, I give it to you. I'ma leave that be. Chastain said, "Do y'all watch Ancient Aliens?" I have not seen it, but I'm gonna watch it. But you know what? None of this technology is new. We've been doing this thing for millennia. And as we gain so much technology, you understand, nature just shake us off. It shake us off, and then we start back from scratch all over again. We're on our way back into that place again where we're not respecting nature, and it's gonna shake us off soon so we can start from scratch again. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing new about this. This is a continuous cycle. Mighty Minority said trees help air quality too. Hey David, I've been doing okay. I just been after I had that dream, y'all, where I was like, it was crazy. I was trying to get home. I was trying to get home. Home is my little childhood home. I was going to try to seek refuge there. And I could not drive a car because the streets were so skillet hot. The tires had blown, and everybody's tires had blown. People were just on the street. The soles of people's shoes were melting. They were melting, guys. And that's why I'm talking about this right now. Hey, Kara. Kara said, I had a dream that the planet Nibiru is getting closer. Soon we'll be able to see it coming in the sky. I wonder if it is out there and how close. See, a lot of us, we've forgotten about that because, you know, at one time around 2012, everybody's mind was on Nibiru. And I think what took our minds off of it for a minute is that what they do, when an event is getting ready to happen and stuff like that, and people start becoming aware of it, then they'll start upgrading technology and shit, coming out with new apps and stuff that blow your mind and stuff. And so you just stop thinking about it. Hell, we need an app for that. Let's invent an app for people who are, who want this awareness of how we're going to prepare ourselves for the apocalypse. They need an app for that. Hey, Patrice, how you doing? Paul said, I'm thinking about getting some chickens to be more self-sustainable. Yeah, that's a good idea, but honey, you gotta have plenty of water for them chickens and stuff, plenty of feed and stuff like that, cause everything is. I think what it's gonna boil down to is the most valuable thing on the planet is going to be water. You know, it's gonna be water. Your gold and your precious metals, your silvers and your stones and stuff, your diamonds, it's not going to mean anything. It's going to be how much water you have stored. That's where the wealth is going to be. I used to say the wealth is going to be in buying food. No, the wealth is going to be in the water. As we continue to see things dry up around here. Mama says, y'all ever notice that anytime someone speaks truth, things start messing up? Yep. And like I said, a lot of that, like I say, it ain't necessarily from the people who are watching from YouTube. It's just these other forces. There are a lot of forces that are trying to silence a lot of truth out here. That's why I say what's important to me is not watching the mukbang, so to speak, but trying to find the truth. That's what it is all about now. Trying to find the truth. Looking for and finding the truth. Not watching it, but looking for it. Because a lot of those channels and stuff like that, they're hiding these channels. YouTube is going to get so sophisticated until it's going to get to a point, channels that have the information that you seek and stuff, I don't care how you type the address in or the name of the channel in or what have you, you're not gonna go anywhere trying to find it. I was in the music store today and this guy was talking about his YouTube channel. And I'm telling you, I typed the name of it in there and I could not find it. He managed to find it, but I didn't. This guy has a machine, and when that machine turns on, the machines have all of these different colors of the rainbow. And when he turned that machine on, do y'all know it's some things on YouTube? People are able to levitate, do telekinesis, do some supernatural things and stuff. People talking to beings and creatures that materialize. You can see it right here on YouTube, and those people are hidden, so you can't find these folks. For real. Jackie said it's buffering bad. Now, I'm just not getting to that comment, so I don't know if it's better now or not. Okay, y'all. Get out this heat. I mean, even at nighttime, no relief. I just remember when my kids was coming up, we didn't need air conditioning at nighttime. We would just raise the windows up and cool air would just blow into the house. Just blow into the house. Now you raise your windows up at nighttime, heat comes in the house. There's not even any relief at nighttime. I noticed they put a lot of cloud coverage over the sun. Like when the sun start dropping, they'll do that. Pay some attention to it. In the evening time when the sun starts setting and stuff, they've gotten to the point now they won't even allow you to see it. Why? Because they don't want you to see how big it really is and what's behind it. There's another sun behind that. They don't want you to see that. And Jackie said, they said there's 187 quintillion gallons of water in the Pacific Ocean. The water has always been here. Water can't be destroyed. Yeah, but I tell you what, that Pacific Ocean water, we can't drink it. It's full of salt. It's the fresh water that sustains our life, and that's the water they taking under the earth. They taking that under there with them, y'all. Saying that, and I miss them days too. Cause I got the thing, and I said to myself, damn, should I really be staying here in America? Or should I be getting up leaving? Sure. I mean, what I mean by that, I know that sounds like this, that has nothing to do with each other, but I'm just like saying, it's going to get hotter and hotter than this. Where is a place? Where's the safe havens? We need to be seeking the safe havens, y'all. And then see, like I say, it could just be like that here, just here. And I go somewhere up north in Wisconsin somewhere, and it's nice and cool. But I'm telling you, it's nice and cool up in the Poconos because they keep it cool like that. In Colorado, Denver, they keep it cool like that. Technology. All over America would be just like it is down here, where this Gulf Stream is coming up here bringing this heat, if it wasn't for them using technology to keep it cool. Well, a lot of folks going to be dying. See, the heat we can sustain, us Southerners can sustain down here. Those people up north can't take this heat. This heat will kill these people. You go further up there to like places like Russia and places like that, so many people are dying because they cannot take this heat. Carver say they said heart makes the weather. Yes, that's what I heard too. I hear that little rumbling noise in the sky right now I be telling y'all about, which is nothing but harp. And I saw a flash of light in the sky, and it wasn't lightning. You hear that rumbling noise, it sounds like a plane flying by, and it just never ever goes away. And you're like, darn, when is this plane gonna be gone? That's harp technology. They don't want to put these clouds up in the sky so you can't read the skies. All you astrologists and stuff that can read the skies and see what's coming. They don't want you to read that. Especially not none of y'all southern folks down here. Like I said, southern people can take this heat. These northern peoples are going to be the first one to go down. They ain't going to be able to take it. They're just like if us southern peoples go up there in the cold climate, we wouldn't be able to handle that. Our bodies are adjusted and designed for heat, scorching heat. Theirs is not. So, in order for us to fix this thing, in order for NASA to fix this thing, or the military, I heard the military has something to do with heart. They are going to have to make temperatures so cold. Oh my God. This lady, she was an oracle. The lady that used to stay here at my house, you remember the one I told y'all about? She ran off with all my tea, my German sugar. She just ran off with everything, honey, and packed her trunk and left. She was an oracle, and she told me that she saw thick sheets of ice when she, me and her did travel. She said she saw thick sheets of ice all over everything. And I said, it sounds like what they did. The winter technology that they created to make winters, they overcompensated to try to control the heat. She said, what number sheets of ice over everything. So, and that's another way to save us from this extreme heat. The technology. Jackie said, I love the heat. I love how the sun feels on my skin. Ooh, Jackie, you wouldn't have been able to take this down here. Jackie. Jackie, today, Jackie. Okay, it was just like somebody had the iron on, and they was getting closer and closer to your skin to a point you thinking that they were going to go ahead and put the iron on your skin and burn you. I promise you, Jackie. That's what it felt like. It was extremely hot. And I saw some people around here riding around on their bikes. It's a group of people come through here every Sunday riding around on their mountain bikes and stuff like that. I said that is dangerous. Somebody gonna wind up getting hurt. You got to know. You got to use your common sense sometimes. Cause I mean, I know on Lisa's channel, she said they lost 57 Japanese people. I mean, 57 people in Japan, and 188 was hospitalized. And this is a trend. This is a trend. I'm gonna go and do some research and see how many people have lost their lives or been hospitalized thus far in August all over the globe. Oh, Chastain, something ain't got no business. I'm eating something called Anna's Swedish Thins. Ginger. They're like ginger snaps. Yep. I shouldn't even be eating these things. Jackie said, Mom, I stayed in Phoenix for a whole year from May 2015 to August 2016, and it was 114 degrees. Let me tell you something, Jackie. I remember them times. But listen, Jackie, this heat right here is record breaking. I'm going to tell you, never in my entire existence, and I'm not trying to exaggerate this, I'm just being honest. Never in my entire existence have I ever felt heat like this out here. It was just like placing my head in an oven that was being preheated. Okay? At 150 some degrees or more. Shit, it felt like it was hotter than that. And I'm telling you, God, like Gail's, it felt like flames was on me. I said, I can't take this. And I seen somebody outside, I mean, yesterday with babies and stuff. Y'all saw that video. They had babies outside with just diapers on and nothing on these babies' skin. Nothing. No protection from the sun at all. We getting darker and darker down here, baby. Y'all gonna see Mama one day and y'all gonna say, Mama, what happened? We knew you was crispy, but now you burnt crispy now. I'm telling you, this is the truth. Gil, I ain't lying to you. I'm sitting out here now in the car live streaming with you. The dashboard reads 86 degrees. And it's dark. Did you hear me? It's nighttime. Dash says 86 degrees, y'all. I'm in a wooded setting. Trees everywhere. La La Land says, yep, the planet is heating up. Best to put honey and olive oil over the body and cover up. Ooh, I don't know about putting no honey and olive oil on my body now. I can't put, that's going to cook you there. Mm-mm. Now, that might be a remedy for some, but I can't have no honey, no olive oil on my skin now. That's going to be too sticky and too oily. That's going to cook you there, ain't it? St. Anne says Europe isn't having it like us, but it's coming. They got some hot temperatures up there. It's coming. Yeah, but they trying to control theirs with a lot of rainwater, St. Anne. That's what we are getting. That's what's messing us up. We're not getting the rainwater. Without the rainwater, we're going to scorch down here. The sunspot, grasshopper, how you doing? I only thought this heat is bizarre. Hey, Mama, Wisdom. They said that this heat right here is record breaking all over the world. The record breaking temperatures. Y'all pay close attention on the Arctic. How much ice and snow we're losing. Shit, we might want to move up there to the Arctic up there where it's cool pretty soon if these temperatures get any hotter than that. Because it look like temperatures might be just right up in the Arctic, honey. They might have a good 75 degrees up here as temperatures down here start going on up in the upper hundreds. Ooh, Cornita said 86 is cool in Vegas. 86 is cool here too. But this 86 at night. Not the daytime. Nighttime. I know what you're going to say. 86 is cool for y'all at nighttime, too. Girl, I believe you because I never will forget when I was a little girl. When we went to Las Vegas. I was trying to figure out, well, shit, what's going on here? It was so fucking hot at nighttime. We was walking the strip late at night. It was hot. Now let's talk. It gets hotter than it's 86 at nighttime at Vegas, girl. Uh-uh. Talk to me, Quinetha. At nighttime, I be wanting to be at least 75, 70. It's too much. Hey, Sonya. Cheston said, LOL, fried body. Yeah, if you put that olive oil and honey on your skin, that's nasty. I don't like to be sticky now. Yeah. Say they said that'll burn. Oil will cook you. Then we're going to have fried chicken. Carl said be smoking hot. Paul said there's nothing wrong with getting darker. It's our melanin adapting and protecting us. That's right. Ain't nothing wrong with being it. That getting darker. Because we're all going to get darker no matter what color we are. You're going to get darker or you won't survive. Now, a lot, like I said, Southerners and stuff like that, no matter what race they are going to darken up, no matter what race. But there are going to be some races as you go farther north, they're not going to be able to handle the sun. Quinetha said flies and ants going to eat me alive with honey oil. Yes, honey fried witches. We can't do that. So we're going to be honey fried witches. That right there funny. That's exactly what's going to happen. And we got a big population of ants showing up too. Woo, we're going to be covered up. We're going to be bird and ISIS, like Grandma said. Said bird and ISIS. Okay, St. Anne said my melanin is getting brown. It is. And your children are going to be brown. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen. Because the children will be able to adapt because we're going to send this DNA information to all of our offsprings. That's why I said, people, we need the sun, but not right now. We got to have sense to know that this is not the time to necessarily be directly in the sun. You got to know when it's time to go out there in the sun. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I'm not saying just go out there and sit in the sun right now. No, well, the sun ain't out now, but I'm just saying, just when temperatures are favorable, you go out there and what the sun does, like I say, it programs your DNA and gives your DNA information. It's for your DNA to get whatever functions it needs to fight off different germs and diseases and stuff like that, and give that information to your offspring so that it can protect itself from the ultraviolet rays and from certain pestilence and diseases. And it offers also, knowledge and wisdom and other sources of information. It all comes from the sun. So we need that. Candace said, makes me want to stay in Wisconsin. Now, Candace, you may be on to something. You may want to stay in Wisconsin because, they've been saying for a long time, they got a map and they're showing all of the places that are not going to be safe to stay in because they talked about the Madrid fault. And they did say some of the unsafest places. Alabama was on the list. Alabama is considered one place that is not safe to be living in. Yep. And I think all that Madrid fault line is all about is that they know, because see, they keep talking about an earthquake. And the earthquake is going to chop off so many portions. Y'all look at the Madrid fault line, MADRID fault line, FAULTLINE, so y'all can understand where I'm coming from. Basically, it's an earthquake that is going to do such and such and such, and these particular states are going to break off and no longer exist. But I'm going to tell you what's really going to happen. And this is what they know, and they're not talking about it. As more sheets of ice and snow turns to water, you understand? It raises the sea levels. Okay? That ice turns to water. That's just like you can have a whole bunch of ice overflowing in a bowl. When that ice starts to melt, it is going to overflow over the bowl. And that's what's going to happen in the Antarctic. And when it overflows, it is going to make us have more sea mass. And more sea mass means that it takes away from land mass. And a lot of what we're going to lose to higher than normal sea levels are places like Florida, like the edges of these different places. That's really that Madrid fault line they're talking about. With this water coming to land, it's going to cause sort of like a quake where these places will be underground. Do you know that the look, they talk about the giants of the earth and the great dinosaurs no longer exist because you know why? Because of the loss of what? Snow and ice on the different poles. We had more land mass when there were what? These prehistoric creatures that were called the dinosaurs, the pterodactyls, the giants of humans. They had more land mass. See what I'm saying? So we're going to lose more land. That's what we're going to do. We lose more land. A lot of this is going to be underwater, sort of like Atlantis. You know, you got these people that they are archaeologists and stuff like that, and they go undersea, and then they show you these great pyramids and stuff like that are, you know, drowned in water and stuff like that. These places here that we're living on right now, they're going to be under the water. At one time, you know, America connected with Cuba. Sure did. In Mobile, they went scuba diving, and you could see under the water the great trees that are underwater. You can still see the trees down there. See, we lost that land because of what? Rising what? Sea levels. Now, if as we lose all of the Arctic, you know, unfortunately, this place is going to be, and there won't be no land. So that's why you see a lot of in other planes of existence where there is actually no land mass. People live like they have this technology where the people live like hovering over the waters. Y'all know I cannot. I don't know how to describe that, but the land is hovers above the water. That's some technology right there. There is some technology to be able to um have your land to levitate over water. You know what I'm saying? I've seen paintings and stuff like that of great artists. That's why I say I love artists so much, painters and stuff, because they can create worlds that you can go into that are like just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. And you say, somewhere out there, there's a place like that. Leg, how you doing? She says, that's interesting because it sounds similar to the stories of Atlantis. Mm-hmm. Amdi says, Saint Anne, I believe you, honey, LOL. I thought we had it bad in North Carolina. Hey, Chris, thank you for moderating. Yes, Mama, almost like how the Avatar movie portrayed it. I'm reading the chat, y'all. Melanin Dawn says, a tree gave me this message a few years ago. Gail says they said California is split in half, Northern California and Southern California. That my mom would always say we're gonna lose California. She said eventually California won't exist. And Florida's another one. We're gonna lose a lot of that. I mean fast, quickly. Quinetha said, yep, they said California is gonna be an island. Kara says, Putin says that the Western governments are destroying the planet with chemtrails for control and profit. Yeah, I be telling people a lot of this stuff is weather wars. You know what I'm saying? So, forget about, you know, atomic weapons. You know, forget about radioactive weapons. Forget about biological weapons. You know, forget about armies and stuff like that where you have guns and stuff like that. That type of stuff. Right now, they're going to use weather to destroy people, weathers to destroy countries and stuff like that. They got the technology to put huge mirrored satellites that can reflect the sun at a particular what I want to call them. I don't want to call them a victim, but target. You see what I'm saying? There is some countries right now that possess that technology. I know Russia and America is going back and forth with each other. And America was talking about how they saw these satellites and stuff in the sky, Russian satellites and stuff that were actually giving birth to other satellites. And that the satellites eventually will have the ability to be able to destroy other people's satellites. It's going to get crazy. So instead of us just touching down on their land and wiping them out because they got great military defense systems, so we can't just come up on their shores and jump out of our ships and just run on their land and start hurting people and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to fuck up all of that technology. You work so hard to get these satellites in the sky and everything so that you can have GPS systems and shit, Wi-Fi and shit, and all the other stuff that those satellites are able to bring information to us down here on it. And so somebody's sending me some information from YouTube. Okay, you got the 323 number. If you are in the chat room, could you tell us about it? Because I don't want to lose this live feed by going to it and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen. Because right now, they can fuck with grids and all of that stuff like that. Put us back in the dark ages and shit. I think countries are more afraid of that than losing like bunches of people and stuff. I think they would rather lose all of the citizens rather than to lose all of the technology. So that's the new war. That's the new war right there. Melon said yes in water world. Nothing but water. That's what we going to. Mama says movies like The Matrix, Avatar, Cloud Atlas, shows like Outer Limits, Star Trek, American Gods, all these are preparation for those who are awake or being awakened. And that's what we need to be looking at. We need to be looking at how these in conditions like this. You know what I'm saying? That's what's important. Or else we're going to be casualties and you know what I'm saying? But and like I said, I'm not going to say this is going to happen in our lifetime. I'm just saying, hey, prepare your children for this. Prepare your kids. We so worried. Oh my God. Is North Korea gonna is it North Korea, y'all? Who is this we got these odds with? It's North Korea or South Korea? Anyways, we worried about nuclear weapons and stuff like that. That is not. Your country knows that is not the threat. Your country knows that the threat is what is going on in outer space. You know, you're going to have outer space wars. That's the fear right there. Them being able to put, look, like they're talking about China's going to put another satellite up in the sky to function like the moon and light up their nights and stuff so they won't have to use too much energy when it comes to electricity and stuff like that. You know, that's what they telling us. That's what they telling us. But honestly, it may be something else. You know what I'm saying? It could be some huge satellite that they can put out there and direct all of this heat energy away from them, shield themselves away from that, and direct that energy at another target. Especially these places where these people don't have a defense system and they don't. You see what I'm saying? Or their technology is not up to par. They're gonna receive all of this damn heat energy. Now that right there, sure enough, is a weapon. Think about it. Candace said there's been strange explosions underground, and people think it's that dynamite from them building bunkers. Others says it's coming from the sky. What do you think? I think they're coming from both the sky and underground. I think it's both. We've also been hearing horns and stuff like that coming from the sky. You know, like them sounding off great trumpets and stuff like that. We've been hearing a lot of that. I've heard some myself. Even capture some of it on film and stuff. Go back to visit the videos and find out they're just absolutely gone. It's like they never ever existed. You know? The explosions from the ground is them just, you know, it could be so many different things. I know one of them is them looking for more fossil fuels and stuff, you know, and like more like coal or whatever to power up these nuclear plants and stuff like that, just blasting gaping holes in the earth. Look that up. It's there. It's on YouTube. I'm not making this stuff up. And in the and also, you know, as they create these under the ground, they're creating underground refuges and stuff for the elites. So that's another reason they're doing that. And this is also causing the earth to be a little bit unstable. And we're going to be having massive earthquakes. I mean, earthquakes that are just going to be devastating and stuff like that. So this is what's going on here, y'all. They around here got us around here sitting up here worried about, concerned about how we gonna pay the house note, the light bill, the water bill, and the gas bill. And that's not no way to live. Why they around here concerned about how they're gonna be able to, seek a refuge from this catastrophe that's happening. And it's so sad that we all can't know what's going on. But if they tell us what's really going on, then people will lose their desire to go to work and continue to keep the corporations up and stuff like that. People will be, some people are not able to handle information like that. You'll be surprised how many people walking around really think the government's got their best interest in mind. So many people feel as if though the government would do nothing harmful to them. You understand what I'm saying? As the government kill us with all of these pharmaceuticals and killing us with sugar. I didn't know that sugar was so lethal. I was looking at a video. They said sugar is just as legal, as just as lethal, as methamphetamines. Somebody was on here talking about how they worked in a sugar plant, how I would just eat the soles of their shoes up. Do y'all hear me? Sugar is a drug. It's just like an opiate. Understand? There's natural sugar in fruits. Those natural occurring sugars in fruits are they're treats. They're treats. There's something to be eating. They're to be eating as a treat. You see what I'm saying? For your body, for fuel and for euphoria. It's a natural drug. That's what a fruit is. But they synthesize sugar, and these plants and stuff like that, in these factories and stuff, so it can be used as a drug for little children and for grown people and stuff like that, to keep us, distracted and stuff. Sugar is dangerous. As I just got to eating these cookies and stuff. It's a dangerous drug. It's a dangerous drug. It's no different than crystal meth. It's no different. It's a legal drug. This is what our government have for us. Salt is a legal drug. And you can't kick the habit. I don't care what you say, because we all addicted to it, just like heroin. I can't go around and sit down and talk about nobody who is hooked on heroin. I'm in the same boat as you. I sympathize with you heroin addicts and meth, and people who are hooked on fentanyl and methamphetamines and all these different opiates, benzenes, and all of that. I sympathize with you all. You understand? Even me being on my high blood pressure medicine, your body becomes addicted to it. Now that you're on the high blood pressure medicines, you're probably going to die to get off of it. And y'all know how I feel, and it's hard for me to describe it. I feel like our government works with these dark forces, and these dark forces give them power. And the reason why these dark forces give them power is because they sacrifice us, our bodies, minds, and souls, to these dark forces that own, methamphetamine users, own sugar users, own sodium, chloride users. You understand? It's like we're giving ourselves up to some supernatural force that is actually consuming us, and we won't be here long, because they come to reap. And this is how the government sets things up. It's just true. This is what I've come to believe. I might be wrong. So try not to get yourself addicted on sugar. Get your sugar from natural occurring fruits and natural occurring vegetables and stuff like that. Your body is so sophisticated. It doesn't need sugar. It can synthesize and produce its own sugar from the foods you eat. And somebody told me that rice was arsenic. And I was like, what? I didn't know that. Said that rice is nothing but arson. I was like, wow, it's a lot of stuff they don't tell us, y'all. Gail said, hard to do, but true. Jackie said, exactly. Chaston said, what about sugar cane? Sugar cane is a natural occurring sugar. If you're going to have some sugar, you need sugar cane. But where you going to find it? America has just about banned you being able to bring natural sugar cane from overseas to the Americas. They check your customs, check your bags and stuff. It's against the law to bring it over here. Why? Because they want to own that drug. They want to own that drug, because they go inside of that sugar cane and they produce a manufactured drug from sugar cane called that crystal sugar you see. Anything crystallized is not natural. It's a drug. I remember when my grandma was able to grow sugar cane everywhere, all around her house. You can't grow no sugar cane now here in these southern plains no more. You can't. The weather. I don't care how I tried to plant them sugar cane stalks, they just would not grow. I tried everything. Anybody out here know how to grow sugar cane? Because that you're going to need to be able to know how to do that too. Anybody know how to cultivate true sugar cane? Because I noticed you can't find it nowhere. The sugar cane we get comes from Mexico, places like Mexico, and those Guatemala and little places like that. Your watermelons and stuff like that. You can't grow nothing in America truly no more. You can grow cotton and soy and stuff like that, but when you get into stuff like, um, your fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, you can't hardly grow that in America. Jackie said, "What about cotton seeds?" Yes, you can grow cotton seeds down in the south very well, very well. But Jackie, I got bad news. I was passing by some crops and saw where the cotton. I've never seen cotton brown. The cotton plants are dying. They are dying, Jackie. They're dying for water. They're dying. And harvest for cotton is next month in September. I haven't seen but very little cotton on those plants. See, I was thinking about it, shit. I said I got so much money and shit. I may need to book up and leave. You know what I'm saying? And kids are so different. Grown children are so different. Grown children don't really care for their parents anymore. So, it's like, and it's okay. My grown children are like in their own world. They're self sufficient. They got their own thing going. And my daughter said, Mama, she said, if you want to go and you want to move to Africa or whatever, I support you 100%. We can FaceTime. We can do. This is the kind of world we're living in right now. Our grown children, in a sense, are kind of desensitized. We don't. Our culture cares nothing anymore about a family. Once upon a time, family was so important. Your survival on this planet was keeping the family together, so everybody can come together, put together the culture, the tradition to survive. But now the independence we have now, nobody wants a husband. Nobody wants a wife. Nobody wants friends. And don't nobody care nothing about family. This is another thing that is going to lead to our demise because when it gets to a point that, you can no longer, depend on going to the local grocery store to get you something to eat. How you going to live? What's going to come to your rescue? What? What's going to come to your rescue? Mama said, off topic, what do you think about polygamy? I don't think anybody has enough knowledge here in this society to know exactly what polygamy really is. Nobody knows what polygamy really is. If you really know what polygamy is, I will say this: polygamy works, but you got to know what it is. You really do, because the knowledge we have of polygamy, these people don't know how to. They don't know how it works. I've seen some examples of some people trying to establish polygamous relationships and stuff, and I'm like, they don't have a clue what is going on. Oh my goodness, they don't have a clue. Thank you. Lundy says most men don't have enough resources for polygamy. They think they want that, but it's trouble. Polygamy only works when you have alpha men regulating it. That's it. You have to be an alpha male to regulate polygamy. So you sitting up here, you got these beta men trying to, do it, and it ain't working. It just don't work. And we got too many beta men out here. It's just so many of them. You understand what I'm saying? Ask me some more questions on that because I'm like, I get stuck and I can't go no further with it. See, when you go back to a polygamy based um, civilization, you don't have that many people. There are not that many people, and there are not that many masses of people in a polygamous civilization. Does that make sense? You have very few men. You have lots more women and children. You understand? But in a population of so many beta men, it makes a great population of so many single women with children. I can't even describe it because I can't describe it. Anybody here can do better than that than me? Okay then. Chastain said, I wished I could have many husbands. People don't talk about that, but it used to be that way too. Well, you had a woman that had many husbands too. Don't nobody talk about that. Everybody get quiet when you go to talking about that. London said it was London said it has to be beneficial for me to share my essence with other women. Half of these men and women don't clean themselves spiritually from previous partners. Oh yeah, and then you got to put out there though. We also have these biological weapons and stuff too. Yeah, that's right. The government make all of these biological weapons and stuff, and in the health departments they put them in women's vaginas, especially poor women. Put women who don't know any better. They pay them to take this into their bodies and go and spread it in the population. That's how it gets out there in the first place. Bacterial vaginosis, biological weapon. You know what I'm saying? Chlamydia, biological weapon. Gonorrhea, biological weapon. HIV, biological weapons. Mycoplasms, uroplasms, hoodoo plasms. All kinds of infections are out there. And you can get a lot of these things on your hands and stuff and make yourself sick. You know what I'm saying? So, with all of that going on, what they're trying to do is exterminate humanity. So, with all of that going on, you just have to be very careful out there, y'all. That's right. London said STD. They create them in labs. Why do I say that? They're very unnatural. An STD, a sexually transmitted disease, is the biological nature of it is very unnatural. Why do I say that? Dogs have sex with other dogs all day long. You don't see them having to go to no doctor and see what's going on. Cats, horses, no, none of them get these type of germs. We get them because they're created in labs. Long time ago, nobody even knew what cancer was and HIV was. Wasn't no such thing. These are very new. They're very new things. They're very new. And trust me, there's some more things they making in the lab right now as we speak. They'll have it out there for you pretty soon. Hello. Cornelia said, "Yup. Have you noticed that folks don't get chicken pox, but they said everyone got the hurt? Well, now, people ain't getting chicken pox because they're starting to inoculate the little children with vaccinations against chicken pox. This is a man-made germ. They made that thing so long time ago in the laboratory and stuff. Polio, man, all viruses are made in laboratories, y'all. Wake up. Wake up. Okay. Chris said, exactly. Hey, Jackie. Jackie said, my daughter's father is Cameroonian, and I tried to get him to bring seeds back. He said no need because Monsanto was growing theirs. Okay. Oh Lord. Well, now, yeah, you know what? I was looking at a video where those Tanzanians were going to jail because they refused to give up their heirloom seeds. They want everybody to turn over their heirloom seeds. I wonder why. They want us to have Monsanto seeds all over the world. It was so crazy because they was talking about on one video how they had this vault. Was this vault in the Antarctic or on the North Pole? Well, anyway, it contained all of the seeds, every seed known to man. And then they claimed that it flooded, that the seed vault flooded, and we lost so many seeds here. See, that's how Venus got to be like it is now. I do believe, because they said Venus is a sister planet, I do believe these same people that are infected. Okay, y'all, my phone died. My phone died. I kept getting warnings that it was dying. I had my phone was dying, y'all. Quickly. Good evening, goddess. Okay, Melanie. Yeah, I was down to 5%, but I kept running my mouth, and the phone finally died. So I had to hurry up, come in the house, and hook it up. So I just hooked my phone back up again, y'all. Thank you, Jackie. Jackie said, hold tight. She'll be back. Yeah. I just was running my mouth, and the thing and just went out. I'm like, okay. I was talking a little bit too much. Y'all, that household cleaner had me sneezing so bad last night. Woo! I walk in the door, you still can smell it. Dog, it arrived just leaking all out the package. The man just gave me a partial refund because half of it was gone. Half of it was gone. It's some good strong stuff, man. I'm gonna put a cap full of it in my bathtub water tonight. Yes, I am. And when I like I said, when I walked inside the house, it's like the vibrations feel different up in this joint. I'm like, whatever you ran off from out this here house, because I didn't have to. What makes it so bad? I did not have to mop the floors with it, which I am going to do. I'm going to mop the floors with it. And I'm going to clean a few things down with it. I don't feel up to it, but I'm probably going to mop the front porch off with it and stuff because I still got to paint the house. I got a lot I got to do, y'all. Shit, I'm going to pressure wash this house with it. And then I can't wait to get into the temple to mop the temple flows down with it, honey. The vibration in here is very calm and peaceful. It really feels good in the house. And that's just because Mr. Willie dropped a drop or two on the floor because the bottle fell over and it leaked a little bit out. You know what I'm saying? So it will definitely do a wonderful job, when it comes to chasing off them badass spirits. Oh, that's right. Lundy said, hey, Mama, you were talking about Venus when your video cut off. Yeah, I said, oh, how convenient. You know what I'm saying? This phone would just cut off when I was talking about it. Like, look, this is the way I see it. And I'm going to have a hard time describing it, but I want y'all to see what I feel what I'm seeing. I feel like the people of Earth, people say, oh, this race of being is doing it. Oh, that race of beings are doing it. And such is doing it and, destroying the Earth. My thing is, I believe whatever this is an alien mind form, an alien mind form. And what it does, the mind can get infected by an alien. An alien is something that is not native to the land, not native to, you know what I'm saying, the country, or not native to the planet. It's a mind form. And these no, Aja, don't do that. Don't. No, girl. Aja. Aja. Anyways, I believe that I believe that these beings, there's a certain being on this planet, that they are, their minds have been hijacked by this thing. You understand what I'm saying? And it comes from different solar systems, or it comes from different universes or whatever. And what it does, once it infects the beings, it makes you do things that are crazy to destroy each planet. It's sort of like having an infection in it, and when it infects the planet and stuff, then they go and carry out cutting down trees. They go and carry out, factories and stuff that give off all of these different pollutions and stuff, and eventually causing greenhouse gases and stuff like that. And so, what I'm trying to say is, I do believe at one time that Venus was a very lush, beautiful place, just like Earth. And I can't say that it's still not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going by what, I've just read and what I've learned in school and what I've seen. I don't know. But I do believe Venus was a beautiful place, just like this place. And those same alien mind forms that are here and these beings destroying our planet, they did the same thing on the planet Venus. So if we don't get control of the situation, what's going to wind up happening is we're going to lose all of the trees. With no trees, there is no oxygen. It's a buildup of carbon. It's a buildup of carbon. What you call it? Not is it a buildup of carbon dioxide? It's a buildup of that. No oxygen, and that will destroy the planet, and we will have these greenhouse gases just like Venus. You know. Hey, Kaya. Kaya said they destroyed it and came here to destroy this and move on to destroy the next. That's exactly what they do. And that's their way of eventually destroying the solar system and eventually destroying what? The universe. Destroying the galaxies, then destroying the universe, and then destroying the omniverse. It's an infection. It's something that needs to be gotten under control, because like you say, it'll eventually kill this planet and it'll go on to the next one if it's not already there. I don't know what is on the menu next outside of Earth. You know what I'm saying? But we had a beautiful, lush green planet. Beautiful. It was so nice. Venus had it. I believe Mercury had it. I believe a lot of these places had it. And then when they get through, all you have is just an asteroid. Like they be saying, oh, an asteroid the size of Earth is approaching us, and it's just nothing but a huge rock of iron with no life form, nothing on it. It's because these alien life forms, these alien mindset life forms, whatever we want to call it, has actually possessed and infected the minds of the beings of the planet to go and destroy it. Because infections are destructive, says Kaya. Chastain Stone said the sun gonna burn the earth. Well, what is going on is there is this outside force and stuff that is trying to purge. It's a purging that we're getting right now. It is a purging. So I'm not quite sure if really it's just a purging, or if it's something that these alien mind forms have destroyed that actually protects the earth from whatever these ultraviolet rays are coming from, which is the sun. You know what I'm saying? Let me put it like that. You know what I'm saying? It could be some type of layer of protection that is no longer there. That layer of protection may have been destroyed by the use of all of these chemtrails and all of this other good stuff they got going on here. But at any rate, the sun is getting closer. And like I say, it is definitely going to purge Who are the destructive ones here on the planet? Mankind. Thank you, baby. Mankind. You agree too, baby? Mankind. Everything else is in order. But man, everything else is in order but man. Cara said, I'm going to stop using sugar. I be saying that too, Cara. I stop, then I start back. But let me tell you something. For all of you all, and as I ministered you, y'all, I'm ministering myself. Every time I consume anything with refined sugar in it, and you know what that is, your cookies and your cakes or what have you. And you know what I'm saying? We're actually, we may as well just be what? Smoking meth? You may as well be smoking methamphetamines. Because I looked at sugar. Sugar does a lot of interesting things that meth does too. Meth kills your teeth. Sugar kills your teeth too. Sugar creates all of these different blemishes on your skin, like acne. Sugar is responsible for that. Sugar is also a food for Canada. And Canada is not natural. We need to stop saying Canada is natural because it's not. Canada is another biological weapon that gets its food from refined sugar. And Canada is actually responsible for a lot of diseases, y'all. A lot of folks have died and they just say, oh, died of natural causes and that's it. No, they've died of Candida overgrowth. I have such a Candida overgrowth in my body. You'll know if you have a Candida overgrowth in your body because you're going to have these bellies, these women who have bellies and stuff like that. Candida feeds off of carbs, carbohydrates. They enjoy eating carbohydrates and they grow even larger, bigger. Then you be saying, I got floaters in my eyes. Your floaters in your eyes are nothing but Candida. Strings and webs of Candida. That's it. Candida is all over our body because all of us have sugar consumptions. It's a very unnatural disease. So think about that. The next time we take another dose of Sprite and a Dr. Pepper, and like me, I just got through eating on them cookies and stuff. Just know you understand. You are messing with methamphetamines. You know. Look, let me tell you the difference between meth and sugar. Sugar is more or less a slower process than how methamphetamines take you out. Methamphetamines take you out pretty fast. Okay. Sugar doesn't operate so quickly. Okay. Methamphetamines is just an accelerant. You understand? But sugar, it messes with your bones too. It messes with your bones, your teeth, your skin, all of that stuff. It feeds cancer. That's what it does. And I do believe sugar ages you too. It ages you swiftly. It ages you fast. You know, they did a comparison of people who they had low sugar diets, just they had hardly any sugar compared to people who were just sugar eaters. And I'm telling you, the people who were like who consumed a lot of sugar and stuff, man, they looked like they had just gone to just waste. The overlapping bellies and stuff like that, the bumps and sores all over the face and stuff like that from sugar consumption. But the people who did not indulge in sugar and stuff, these are the thin people. These are the wealthy people. Wealthy people don't consume too much sugar because they know it's a drug. You know, I keep telling people wealthy is a state of mind. It's not how much money you got in the bank. A wealthy person knows that if I eat this stuff, you understand what I'm saying? This stuff right here, I won't be here much longer. They know this. They're very wealthy means discipline. It means discipline. Thank you, babe. She really agreeing with me tonight. Chaston said, I need to be on the block selling sugar in dime bags for money. Then you know what? The only way that can happen is if they take the drugs out of the grocery store. As long as the drug, let me see this thing saying low battery. As long as the drug is in the grocery store, you can't do it. When little kids are on the block and stuff saying we selling lemonade and we selling frozen cups and stuff like that, that's just pushing drugs, baby. It's pushing drugs. Right now, a lot of the sugar is really not real now. They're using like artificial sugars now. So sure enough, you fixing to get a whole bunch of drugs out the lab now for real. Because the sugar cane is getting to be scarce now. So, if you are going to have a drink, with some kind of sweetener in it, make sure it is sugar cane. Okay? Sugar cane. You don't want fructose. High syrup fructose is a drug. And it's very much in all of your pudding pops and popsicles and cookies and cakes and biscuits and stuff like that. I don't know. I meant to say like your syrups and stuff like that. Most of your syrups ain't nothing but high fructose corn syrup. In your soda pops and stuff like that. That's your drug. So, if you drink these things, you have an addiction. And you shouldn't be talking about the heroin addict. Like I said, the only difference between me and the heroin addicts is that, my process is a little bit slower than theirs on my way out. Just a little bit more slower. You understand? That's it. Kaya says that sugar is dangerously addictive. When I travel to Haiti or Africa, I have a strong desire for some. When they give me sweets, it doesn't taste the same. Seems bland because my palate craves refined sugar. That's right, Kaya. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? And so they come here with what they do is they do research and stuff, and they say, oh, we have higher than normal death rates to cancer, to strokes. We have more heart attacks. We have more of that type of stuff than other countries. And people sit down to try to figure out, why are Americans more prone to diabetes? It's because our government has no problems allowing us to have our drugs. Where in other countries, they really care about the people. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, United Kingdom and stuff. Some of the, my son was talking to a young lady that was from the United Kingdom, and she was talking about some of the way food tastes in America. And she was like, most of the ingredients on the packages here in America, they are banned in the United Kingdom. They're banned. But our government have no problem with us having it, because they know that we're going to be soon having to go to the doctor's office to get our needles and insulin and all that other good stuff. Hello? I really do believe sugar is responsible for most of the diseases. Besides the biological weapons that they create, I think sugar is the number one agent for disease, because it's responsible for the diabetes, it's responsible for the caries and cavities. You understand? Along with the goddamn what you call that stuff? The fluoride, all of that stuff. That stuff is banned in most countries. Did y'all know that? Now I had some cookies from Belgium. Some true cookies from Belgium that came straight from Belgium. My son's uncle, grandmother lives in Belgium. Is it called Belgium or whatever? And she sent a bunch of cookies to him, and he gave me my own pack. And I promise you, it tastes absolutely nothing like our cookies. I mean, they taste amazing. I mean, you can taste the richness of the creams and milks and whatever else they use. They don't taste like this. You may save your life leaving America, to tell you the truth. You may just save your life. That's interesting what Kaya said. She just craved and craved and craved having the sugars and having this stuff here. It's a drug. And I'm talking about this, and I feel so bad eating those cookies now. And you know what? I probably need to listen to this video every single day. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to listen to this video every day. So this part right here. So the next time I get to thinking about, I want me some of this or some of that, I'll leave it alone. Another thing they doing to us and stuff, they making us crave somebody was telling me it was craving crab legs and stuff like that. They're making you crave this stuff. Look, let me tell you, some of these crab legs are full of radiation, y'all. It's a reason why, YouTube promotes these people overindulging in snow crab legs and stuff, because they know that the radiation in them eventually is gonna take us down. Ooh, melanin. Melanin said the cravings come from the parasite in you. Right. And you know what that parasite is? Candida. Candida can, that was a study. They was showing where there was this parasite that would get inside of a grasshopper or cricket. And once it gets inside of the cricket or parasite, it makes them so thirsty that they go and look for water and drown. So the whole key is to get the actual host to go to the water so that they can just disperse themselves. The parasite can disperse itself in the water and live its lifespan, and it repeats the life cycle all over again. Well, Canada is the same thing. It needs its food so that it can eventually take us off of this planet. It needs its sugar. It's going to make you go and get that sugar and eat it so that it can what? Feed itself and continue its life cycle. We got a host of parasites in our bodies. Just talking about this alone, I am going to look this up when I get off here. I'm going to look up anybody got anything for Canada? I'm finna starve Canada. Y'all have just motivated me to starve the Canada. I'm gonna be looking for a Canada cleanse. If you know you're craving cookies and cakes and stuff like that, you have a buildup of Canada in your body. If you got cavities and stuff in your teeth, you got a buildup of Canada in your body. And Canada eventually can turn to cancer. No joke. Thank you. Jackie said chlorophyll will kill Candida, mama. Okay, well, I'm going to take me some. I don't know about y'all, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to start making that a supplement, a daily supplement and stuff like that. That's what I'm going to do. I've diagnosed myself of having an overgrowth of Candida. I think most Americans who eat sugars and cookies and stuff like that got it. Okay, Lex said oil of oregano kills it too. Grapefruit seed extract says 13 moons. How you doing? Morbid Witch said, thank God for my metabolism though. Chastain wants to know, Jackie, where we can find chlorophyll. Kai said, what about black seed oil? I never had it, but I keep hearing good things about it. I tried black seed oil and stuff like that, and I just didn't really feel anything. But I didn't feel any benefits from it. But I mean, I guess you got to have a symptom to know. I hadn't had any symptoms or anything, so I really couldn't tell. I guess a person who may have had some symptoms of some kind, may be able to tell a difference in it. Does that make sense? The biggest symptoms I'm having besides my blood pressure, to tell you the truth, is just the laziness, you know what I'm saying, low energy, like, and that could be caused by the sun. There's two things I don't like: the dead of winter or the dead of summer. Both of them drains me. That, and a craving or craving for cookies and cakes and candy. And she said, somebody in here just said that sounds like a overgrowth of Candida. So I'm gonna go ahead and treat myself as such. Maybe it was meant for me to have this live stream. Jackie said you can get this at GNC chlorophyll. And anybody else who is a sugar lover, I'm telling you right now, go ahead on and start getting you some chlorophyll, because like I do believe, like when you do have this craving for sugar and you're consuming it, it's a thing. My daughter, she work around a lot of nurses, and she said she they call it a carb coma. A carb coma. And what that is that when you get through eating cakes, cookies, or some kind of carbohydrates or something like that, it actually makes you sleepy. Think, y'all. If you just craving a box of donuts and then after you eat them, you fall asleep, you're having a carb coma. You're having a carb coma. And the candida in your body is actually feasting of that. Meanwhile, your body has no nourishment, because your body is asking you and begging you, give me something so that I can have something, so we can have fuel aboard and repair ourselves. But you're, instead of you feeding your body, you're actually feeding the candida. So the candida eats and grow larger and larger, and in its colonization, it's colonizing itself and stuff and growing. Meanwhile, your body don't have anything on board to fight the actual thing. And now you're sitting here now with cancer. I cannot stress this enough. Candida actually hurts your immune system. It puts your immune system in overdrive. Now you are susceptible to lupus. You're susceptible to let's see what else they got. You got lupus, legionnaire disease. You got Lou Gehrig's disease. You see what I'm saying? Now you got all of these different diseases. All of these are autoimmunes. You see what I'm saying? You got lymphomas, and you got all of this stuff. This comes from an overabundance of sugar. We're supposed to be eating too much of this stuff. I remember they showed this there was a study, and when sugar was real hot, when they started refining sugar back in the day, and they had two dogs. They gave the one dog nothing but water to drink, and they gave the other dog sugar water. The dog who had sugar water, his hair started curling and looking funny, you know what I'm saying? And it had this glaze on it and stuff, and he was always thirsty and panting, and that dog didn't live too long. That dog didn't live too long, so what they're telling us, as long as we eat sugar, we ain't gonna live too long. Sugar and salt. I think we can. I think it's, if you can get rid of those two things, those two compounds out of your diets and stuff like that, I think you can add some years to your life, honestly. I think you can. But the discipline and trying to get rid of the cravings is gonna be difficult. Jackie said, be advised, you will be detoxing your body when you take those supplements, so please stay near a toilet. Okay. Well, I be looking forward to that. I remember when I got on them nothing but strictly vegetables, and I was doing vegetable soups and stuff like that. Man, the toilet stool was loaded. I'm like, wow. You mean to tell me all this was in my body? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling y'all, when you get yourself to a point where you are ready for this and you ain't turning back and stuff like that, get ready to see What is lingering around in you that you are not getting out your system? I do it for a while, then I stop. I do it for a while, then I stop. But after doing this right here, I'm going to be right back at it. Matter of fact, I'm going to get me a carrot. I'm going to sit down and take my time and eat that. See, and you wondering why you oh, I don't know what it is, girl, but I just got bumps popping all up on my face, girl. I been itching, I been sneezing. Y'all know I was sneezing last night, but that's because of that compound. You know, girl, I don't know what it is, girl. I'm just not feeling like myself. Well, you might have like 3 or 4 months worth of shit still stuck up in your stomach. You may just be full of shit and don't even know it. Hey Tim, how you doing? Thank you for the love. Jackie said, and drink more than a gallon of water per day. It will change your life. Okay. You know, because your kidneys need help too. And it helps to sweat too. A lot of folks, we don't want to sweat. But also sweating helps our kidneys to kind of get a lot of waste off of us too. We're supposed to be sweating around here. You know what I'm saying? All up on our arms, we supposed to be perspiring on our arms. Like right in your groins, your legs, you're supposed to perspire and stuff like that. But people say, oh, the odor is so bad and stuff like so. But to think about it, if you got that bad odor coming out your body like that, suppressing it means it's staying in there. Don't you want it to come out? Don't you want that to come out, eh? Somebody was asking, was the live finished? No, the live is still going on. Tam, you said doing well spiritually, preparing for my wedding song. Ooh, congratulations. Tamu is preparing to tie the knot. Beautiful. When is the wedding? Hey Astro, how you doing? Thank you for moderating. Jackie said, if you're really ready to turn up the heat, get some Jamaican sea moss, make it into a gel. It has 92 of the 102 minerals found in the body. Good. Because you ain't getting no minerals from no water. You know what I'm saying? You used to get the little water down there at the river, the creek, down there in the well and stuff like that. It had all of those trace minerals and stuff. Trace minerals that can actually keep your blood pressure down, make your nails grow and your hair grow. Oh, they took all of that out of there. They don't want y'all to have that. You have that and everything, you won't be craving they sugars and you won't need none of that pharmaceuticals to stay alive. It's sad, but it's pills and stuff that is keeping most of us alive. Needles and pills are keeping us alive. You don't want your body to have to depend on that because if there is a great apocalypse, we're going to be the first ones to go down. So we need to try to refrain from some of these sugars and salts and pills and refrain from that stuff, kind of wean ourselves off little by little. I don't know how to wean myself off this high blood pressure medicine. I haven't found anything that compares to the high blood pressure medicine to keep this pressure down. I've tried a little bit of everything. I can supplement some things with the high blood pressure medicine that works hand in hand with the blood pressure medicine, but just say, hey, I'm off of it. I don't need it no more. I did that for 6 months and almost wound up dying. Melanin said, oh, you stop, Aja. Oh, yes, that's good stuff. My neighbor gave me all kinds of good stuff from Jamaica. Yeah, I heard them talking about, when we run track with the Jamaicans and stuff like that. America think it's not fair for us to race them, and they have their natural diets. They say it's not fair, and I just thought that was weird. How you gonna tell somebody not to eat their own natural foods? You know what I'm saying? So you can compete in a race against them. That's like saying, hey, eat our Monsantos and GMOs, and then we can race. No, they race well because these people are eating real food, organics. London said, Mama, do you eat hot peppers? I heard it was good for high blood pressure and the heart. I've had some. Yes, I have. Cayenne. Oh, okay. I don't know if you own this blood pressure medicine. You own it. What is Usain Bolts? Asian Bolt or Usain Black Bolts? U.S. Aim Bolt. What is that, Jackie? Melon said they crazy. Most Jamaicans are just healthy. Melanin, I don't know if I got the right black seed or I didn't have black seed oil. I had the actual black seeds. They in there now, honey. I just ugh. I just know they taste nasty. I never tried black seed oil though. I'm gonna try the black seed oil and see if my pressure come down. I'll let you know how it goes. Hey, Amy said yes, water today has nothing good for us but fluoride and other chemicals. That shit blocks your pineal gland. Yeah, and that's what I call that mess causes Alzheimer's too. Chastain says I put moringa in my salads with water. Hey Gail, thank you for the love, Gail. Okay. Chastain said, every time I want cookies, etc., I head for sunflower seeds. Ranch and barbecue flavor is hard, though, but it's a mind thing. But this is how they got us. When we craving the sugar and we say we want to get away from the sugar, then we go and find some other thing like salt. So like you say you went with barbecue ranch of sunflower seeds, then now you got the salt problem. You know what I'm saying? I do that too. I'm either gonna be in the salt or I'm gonna be in the sugar. Or be in the sugar and be in the salt. And so I don't know which one worse. The salt. I think what I like about the salt though, you can at least use sea salt. But you can't find too many snacks with sea salt on it. Because they know that they ain't gonna be able to get you inside these clinics and shit. If you get the sea salt, you're gonna get the trace minerals, and they be like, no, no, no. Because we got blood pressure pills we got to sell to them, okay? They come back over here. I got to get the sugar out of my life. Lately I've had been craving it. So I got to get the sugar out of my life. I'm just struggling with it. I'm reading the chat. Morbid Wish said, I'm craving food now. Whenever I hear how hungry somebody is, it makes me get that food lust. Oh, oh, sounds like you're an empath. But look, check this out. It's something about nighttime when it comes to me. Nighttime makes me crave processed foods. Then that's when I craving like stuff like turkey bacon and shit. Turkey sandwiches. All that processed food that's poisonous too. That stuff is real bad for you too. If you're gonna have some processed foods, you have to make sure you're taking plenty of vitamin C, y'all. That's another thing. Canada does not like vitamin C, ascorbic acid. They don't want that because it tears their structures and shit down. They got like, I wish I could get like the shots of vitamin. I know that's very unnatural, but they got vitamin C shots and shit. I need to have me a package of vitamin C shots. I can just go and stick myself in the butt and get that situation taken care of. Okay. They got vitamin C IVs and shit out there. Would that be neat, man? Have my own little personal little IV pole I can push around and have my little vitamin C coming out from the bag into my body. I'm just teasing y'all. 13 Moon said wormwood will kill parasites. Yes. Because we got worms too. We all talking about these different candidates, but what about the worms that are aboard? Now, if you are a steak eater and a beef eater, you're going to have far more worms in your colon than the average person, especially you love to eat a lot of steaks. Because you got to have worms to digest all that stuff. 13 Moon said keto is a hard diet for sugar lovers. Somebody was saying that they went on a keto diet and their blood pressure got just drastically low. They was on blood pressure medicines and stuff like that. They had to eventually. I don't know if that they used to be in our chat room. They're not here anymore. I don't know if they stopped, taking the blood pressure pills or just kept taking them. But their blood pressure drastically came down on the keto diet. On the keto diet, you eating mostly meats and no vegetables or carbs. That sure enough was starve some Canada right there, wasn't it? Wouldn't it? Never try chlorella. Need to look into it. I used to do chlorella. And matter of fact, I'm gonna start back on it. I had like little sheets of snacks that was it was actually like in sheets and stuff like that, and I would put them in my soup or just eat them like potato chips and stuff like that, and they were pretty good. The thing is, I don't notice a big difference. Now I did notice a big difference when I was on the vegetable thing doing vegetables and fruits. I had better clarity with my memory and stuff. My memory is real sharp, and stuff like that. But I like those as snacks. Jack said, "Be advised, you will be detoxing." Okay, yeah, I read that one. I'm reading the same thing. Okay, chlorophyll, chlorella, and spirulina. Jackie says. Yep. I'm ready for the pumpkins to come out because I saw this pretty good pumpkin, and I'm gonna share it with y'all. A pumpkin soup recipe. It looked like it was really, really, really good. And then they had the croutons on the side, like this bread of. Okay, so they had the pumpkin soup, and I got the book in here somewhere. I want to read it to y'all. Here it is. I got it. I found this in the thrift store. It was for the holiday season of 2018. Pumpkin soup with brie croutons. And I wish I could show. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of it while I'm here. Y'all see that? Don't that look good? That look good, y'all. I wouldn't mind having me some of that. Y'all see that? That pumpkin soup. So whatever they did, they took that pumpkin and used it to good use. They not only did they get the pumpkin out of it, the pumpkin meat out of it, but they turned around and roasted the seeds, y'all. Oh, don't that look good, Chastain? Now I would love to have that, and then that's some type of crouton that they made that from, I don't know, some type of powder or bread, I don't know, and then they put the seeds on top of it. And when I saw that, I said I want to get me a fresh pumpkin. I gotta get me a fresh pumpkin. I sure am. Okay. Let me move my different stuff over here, y'all. I got all kinds of things over here. Oh. And then I have like a letter here. Let me move this. I don't want y'all to have to see these letters and stuff of all these bills. Bills, and pills. Okay? Okay, so look at that. Look at that. Now that looks like a pineapple cut up. Don't that look like a pineapple cut up? That There's your sugar cravers. Now look at that salad. And then they put up all of that. Sweet chili marinade. Strawberry ginger sauce. Grapefruit. Curd. Caramel. Espresso sauce. Coconut curry marinade. And here's the soup. And here's the ingredients. Y'all might want to just go back and rewind and watch that. You're going to need 1 large Granny Smith apple, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 container of fresh pre-diced yellow onions. Ooh, sounds good. 2 cans of pumpkin puree. No, you want to get the real pumpkin, y'all. You're going to need 4 cups of reduced sodium chicken broth or stock, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, a half teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a half teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 2 cups of half and half, a half cup of pepitas, which are pumpkin seeds, and a half cup of maple syrup. And to make the croutons, you're going to need bakery breakfast bread sliced into half-inch thick slices, 1 wedge brie cheese, 3 tablespoons of butter softened, and a half a teaspoon of sea salt, and 1 teaspoon of fresh thyme leaves. Woo! Woo! Look at that. If anybody tries it, let me know how it goes. You want some too, Aja? Look at that ice cream. This is for all you sugar cravers. Look at that. Look at that soup. Now that soup is good. You got your mushrooms in here. And you got your potatoes in here, the red potatoes. And Brussels sprouts are my favorite. I'm definitely going to make this one right here. Now, this make you wish fall was just here now. I just wish it was fall so I could start cooking. You can't even really cook anything in your kitchen right now. Here we got a tablespoon of olive oil, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 cup of pre-diced yellow onions, 1 cup of pre-diced celery, and 1 Yukon Gold potato diced, 8 ounces of fresh button mushrooms halved, and a can of low sodium chickpeas drained and rinsed. But I saw Brussels sprouts, I thought, in here. Yeah, don't that look like a Brussels sprout? Am I crazy or what? Those look like Brussels sprouts. Anybody else seeing Brussels sprouts? That's what I'm not through. I'm sorry, y'all. 3 cups of vegetable stocks, 1 tablespoon of garam masala. I don't know what that is, y'all. My grocery stores don't have that kind of stuff. 2 tablespoons of chili spice paste, a pound of pre-cut sweet potatoes, 1 microwavable bag of Brussels sprouts. Okay, no, we're not gonna microwave them Brussels sprouts. We're gonna cook them because I had some microwave Brussels sprouts and they were nasty. And hopefully they're not gonna put them in a microwave. And what is this? Microwavable bag of 90-second brown rice and quinoa blend. Is that right? Quinoa. That soup looks good. That's a good looking soup right there. I love to have that. And then y'all, it even got for you crab leg lovers. Oh, this lobster. For you lobster lovers, they have a seafood scampi pasta. Yeah. I said I might try this right here. I'm going to try this. A pound of spaghetti, 1 lemon for juice, a tablespoon of fresh Italian parsley, finely chopped, 2 tablespoons of fresh dill, finely chopped, 1 container of scampi finishing sauce, 2 cups of lobster meat, 2 containers of crab meat, and a half teaspoon of crushed red pepper. That looks good. And look at that right there. But now this is the bad food. Now, if you don't be eating no bad food, don't get that. Here we go. Leg of lamb. I don't like leg of lamb. Do y'all like that leg of lamb? I can do without the leg of lamb, but I think that looks pretty good. The roasted carrots, and I'm thinking those are pineapples cut up. I'm not sure. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Don't let me be wrong, y'all. Don't say now. Lamb is too chewy, Chris. Mama said, I'll try it. Leg of lamb. Oh, that's garlic. Oh, sure is. Now, see, that's what we need to be eating right here. These roasted carrots and garlic right here. So we can get our eyesight back around here seeing floaters and spots all in our eyes. This is for you who you have your addictions to this cakes and cookies. Here you go. Here you go. Come and get your meth slices. Get your meth slices here. A little bit of everything. You know what, y'all? I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is probably get a subscription to this magazine because I'm kind of liking these things. I'm gonna get a subscription. Oh, y'all. Oh, y'all. Are they selling these? Can you order this off the internet or something? They got prices. Wait a minute now. Y'all talk to me. Are they selling this stuff? Okay. Mama said, dang, mama, meth slices. That's all it is. Come and get your meth slices. Okay. Now I'm trying to see if this stuff for sale because I don't know I'm gonna try to order me some now. Look at me teasing y'all, and I'm trying to make sure I get mine in. Okay. I guess they're just talking about some. I don't get it. I don't get it, y'all. Wouldn't it be nice to order trays like this? This would be nice. I wonder how fresh they will be. Where's the 1-800 number? It says green wise platters prepared exclusively with boar's head meats and cheeses. Oh, yeah, you can order them, y'all. Sure can. If anybody ever heard of boar's heads, meats, and cheeses? But you never know. These people might be making this, preparing this stuff, digging in their nose and ears and all of that. That is not going to work. Oh, you have, Candace, you've heard of BOAR apostrophe S head, HEAD, meats and cheeses. You've heard of them. Oh, they sell boar's heads at Publix. But I'm talking about like where do you get these things made up like this at? Whew. Anyways, I'm just being nosy, y'all. Look at that. Oh, they got your barbecue chicken on here on the menu. I don't know where this is. Y'all say it's Publix. Hmm. Yeah, Publix do have these chicken wings like this with the string beans, macaroni cheese, and the tea. They want. This okay, okay. So they said they'll serve 24 people for $132 this meal. Okay. So they do catering. And then they could do pizza for $138 for 24 people. That ain't bad. It looked like it's cheaper to just cater nowadays because trying to buy the food is ridiculous. And prepare it yourself. It's crazy. This is for your crab leg and shrimp lovers. Here you go. Shrimp and blue crab boil. Excuse me, y'all. Okay. Smoked chicken. $6.49 a plate. Uh-huh. Yep, y'all right. That's Publix. That's that box. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mama. I'm just hoping that I don't start that back up again. That like I told you, Mr. Willie dropped that stuff on the floor. And honey, that stuff was in my nose all night as I slept. Cause 2 drops got on the floor. Man, I'm telling you, 2 tiny drops. And when you walk in this house, you can smell it. From 2 little drops. Boy, that temple gonna be smelling good. First thing I'm gonna do, when I go in the temple, I'm gonna make me a big old bucket of hot water with some suds, and I'm gonna drop me a few drops of that stuff in there, and I'm gonna go to wiping all my baseboards down. We're gonna get that buffer and buff the floor with that stuff. We're gonna, man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Cause that's what when I want to smell that smell when I walk inside the temple. Now I don't smell too much now when I walk in. At first I was walking in there before we got the cleaning on and stuff. I was walking in there and I was like, God darn, that odor was like trapped in there for months and months and months and months and months. But now when I walk in there now, it smells pretty good. Because see, a lot of the stuff was like trapped in the sinks and tubs. See, Mr. Willie done went in there. He done cleaned the sinks. He done cleaned the tubs down real good. We cleaned with pine soil. I done cleaned all the countertops, wiped the windows down, the baseboards down in the kitchen and stuff. And so it's it's got the ovens clean and the microwave clean. It's getting better. It's getting better. I'm kind of worried about that water bill, honey. I had that water on 1 day pressure washing. I already got a bill for $30 from 1 day of pressure washing. I'm like, golly, I'm about to have to tote my water from down here up in that place. Good God. I'm scared to turn that water back on again. But you got to do what you got to do. I'm just ready if nothing happens, you know what I'm saying? All goes well. I'm just ready to be in the temple in the fall. I'm ready to be in the temple in the fall. I am so, so, so ready. I'm ready for this here to be over with. I'm ready for the fall, y'all. If the great big mama let me still be here, I am ready, y'all. I just cannot wait. I'm ready for this to be over. Whew. Well, Patricia, I told you about that water, Mama. Man, I'm telling you, they charge $15 for the water and 15 for the sewer. I'm scared of that stuff. I'm gonna try to see if I can go down there and talk to them about it. I'm like, one day, shh, mm-mm. And Mama might be in the backyard doing a video how to drill your own well in your own backyard around here, cause that is crazy. Woo! My $30 that my water bill be $15 here where I'm at now. 15. I know that pressure washing got something to do with it. What we getting some apple cider vinegar for, Mama? Guess I can't wait to see it. Looks so beautiful. Use a grip of water. That's what Patrice said. Use a grip of water. Okay. Yep. That's it. Luckily, I would not be living there. Because if I had to live there, I would be concerned. Morbid, what you say you missed the fall up north? Said what? There's a place here in Chicago. Is a reservation only for the crab legs. Okay. Well, you got some crab leg lovers and stuff. Y'all better head on up there. Okay. Ooh, melanin. I see what you're saying. Yes, that's right. Says used in Miami for spiritual cleansing. Ooh, honey, it'll run the ghost off woman. If it don't run you off. Hello? Oh yeah, Chris says, Mama, what flowers and plants are you thinking of setting up? You got a point. You talking about for the temple? Well, if you talking about the temple, I was just looking at how scarce the water is and how I'm in so much trouble here with these plants until I'm like, I don't know if I can really afford to put any plants around the house because then they would have to be watered and with them high water bills over there with that particular city. Ooh, child, I'd probably be without water. I'll be out asking y'all to please donate some funds and stuff so we can have some water for the plants and the trees around here. I don't know about that. I said I don't know what to do, but I said if I do decide to put some trees or bushes or shrubs around the temple, I'm gonna wait till the rainy part of the fall comes when it's really start when that's when they really ready to get the temperatures down. That's when I'm gonna plant them because then I won't have to worry about watering them. I can get water from the sky to water them. But I was thinking about maybe some azaleas and knockout roses, probably, and a few camellias, probably a couple of camellias. There's really not much room there. I would love to have at least one camellia. There's a sunny spot to put a camellia. It's so hard to grow stuff now. It's so hard. But I'm thinking like wig azaleas and knockout roses. I wouldn't need many. I would need but three knockout roses and probably like four azaleas and a couple of wig azaleas and one camellia. Something to give the front yard some kind of splash of color. Jackie said, Mama, what is it? Is it creoline? What you know about creoline, Jackie? Hey, goddess. Candace said that food look good. Hey, Candace. Candace said, how do we go to piece of the fried chicken? That's Publix. I rarely go in Publix. It's like I'm always in Walmart. I'm gonna have to get up out of Walmart and everything. Walmart and stuff like that be sending you these subliminal messages to keep on coming in and out of that place. Yeah, I can't break my way out of Walmart for nothing in the world. Just when I think I'm over it and stuff like that, they go to call and they say, Vanita, come to Walmart. Hello? Okay, so Goddess Nanu says a cup of water, a quarter teaspoon of baking soda, a quarter of a fresh lemon squeezed, mixed, and drink every morning on an empty stomach for 5 days. Detoxification. Candace, I don't know where they sell them places at neither. Somebody said they selling them at Publix. Candace said we have it in Wisconsin. I love Wisconsin, Candace. I've never been to Wisconsin. I had a friend that lived in Wisconsin. Her name was Rhoda, and she moved to the South because her parents had passed away, both of them, at the same time. And so she moved down here and all. But I got a feeling she moved back to Wisconsin and stuff. She loved herself some Wisconsin. She was always talking about that place. It's just the fact that it's so much snow up there, though. You know, I said I want to cool off. I didn't say I want to freeze. Hello. Patrice said, oh my God, it is illegal in Georgia to collect rainwater. That's crazy. 13 Moon said, it's not illegal here in North Carolina, long as we collect it from the gutters. Hey, Honey Blossom. Mormon Witch loves cucumber water. I want to cut the green off the cucumber and juice it and drink it. That's what I want to do. Melanie said it gets extremely hot after the rain in Miami. That's why I wanted to live. I had wanted to live in Miami. Look, my vampire slash now a stalker, you know, promised to me that I would never have to work another day in my life. And he also promised me that he would buy me a house in Miami. Now I should have known wasn't nothing special about me that a human being on this planet want to offer me all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Use your common sense. Y'all better use y'all common sense around here. Don't be naive around here. You around here thinking that finally God has sent you Prince Charming and all of that. That's how so many people are being taken advantage of, being gullible around here. But yeah, I'm supposed to have a house in Miami, y'all. Mama Midnight said, don't say that, Mama. I mean, there are some fools out there, but you're worthy. Oh, how sweet. Yeah, I should have known I was dealing with a fool. But I was being a fool, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with a fool, to tell you the truth. I was just as foolish, you know, because I was like, oh, that's originally where I was going to have the temple. Originally, I was going to do the temple in Miami. Yeah, it was supposed to be there. Thank you, Melanie. So y'all, what I plan on doing with the temple is I'm trying to come up with some ideas. Maybe you all can help me and stuff. I didn't know whether or not I should, like, sell candles from the place and incense and things like that. Books, start just stocking it up like a store. But then I have to be dealing with all that other stuff that comes along with that, or something, probably something else. I don't know. Can y'all help me come up with some ideas? Oh, Mama said, okay, hold on. Excuse me. I I don't know. Yeah, a membership would be good. A membership, because temples do have members. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we can have a roster of members, because I do plan on, because I got to get Wi-Fi in this place. I do plan on us having, like, drumming ceremonies and stuff like that in the temple, so that everybody can view it, and then us doing some other wonderful things besides just the drumming. Oh, I would love to have drumming and dance and stuff. So far, I still haven't found anyone who's interested in those type arts, like, dance and drumming. I haven't noticed that. I have not met anybody yet that even fit the character of the type of people we are. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, not yet. But there's an old saying, you don't attract what you want. No, doc. You know what you said, doc? You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. You know what I'm saying? I haven't attracted anything, so does that make me nothing? I mean, okay, I did attract a vampire. Am I a vampire? That vampire told me it was gonna get me all these wonderful things. You'll never have. This is what the vampire said. You'll never have to work another day in your life. What you want, I'm gonna sign for it. Oh, you want a temple in Miami? Okay, then let me work on that. You find the temple you want in Miami, and I'll buy it for you. You remember too, don't y'all? But don't people? What do you all think? Isn't there spiritual consequences to lying to the spirits and stuff like that? Don't y'all think it's spiritual consequences? Oh, Chastain. Chastain said, I'm a rap artist. I can put a song together for you, girl. That's so sweet and kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. We on Discord if you want to play it on Discord. Astro got the address. Melanie said, I did those things in high school, Mama. Okay. Mama still in high school. Okay. Mama still in high school dreaming. Ain't that sad? Melanie said, if they want to be a part of the temple, they will join. So everybody let me know who wants to be who wants to be a member in the temple. The temple got a name. Has a name already. It has a website too. I'm just not ready to put it out there yet. God said, she think I should. I agree with you, God. So it's time for me to get the little stands and put them up and stuff like that, and put a little bell on the door. When you open the door, it go ding, 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 ding. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, them neighbors gonna like me for real, girl. They gonna like me. They gonna either love me or they gonna hate me, because I'm finna bring it. Hello, and I'm gonna put, like, I'm just gonna go ahead and get about. I ain't got that kind of cash. I'm gonna start off with $1,000 worth of stuff, like incense, candles, and get this little, like I said, little bookshelves. Get the counter, get books and put on there and stuff like that. Because if I don't do nothing but sell during Jubilee is when I'm expecting, not necessarily saying, hey, I'm just looking for money, money, money. I just want this to really be a successful place, as far as not necessarily resurrecting, but supporting the legacy of hoodoo and witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all. That's what I need to be doing. I need to be buying books. And I can get a lot of used books and stuff like that off of line. Anybody got any books in mind that they would like for me to put in the temple? any kind of incense that you'd like for me to put in, any kind of spiritual supplies you all would like for me to put in the temple, and I'm gonna film and feature you and say, hey, look, such and such recommended we have this. Here it is. I really don't want to be when you walk in the living room or in the front of the place. You know how some people have like this showcase and a cash register on top of it. I don't want that. I don't want that. I just rather just do the cash out, PayPal, different little things like that. Anybody got any ideas? What y'all think about a big old cash register just in the living room like that? I don't want to do that. Chris got an exclamation point. Hold on. What's going on? Okay, this right here. Chris, this ain't bad, is it? I see an exclamation point. Oh, okay. Okay, Chastain. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, Chastain. It's for our chat, says Astro. Trinity Supreme said cash only Asian accent. Patrice says sage. Tell me what you mean. So I need to sell sage in here? Gail said no, no cash register. I want a very laid back environment. I don't. Cash registers are just. It's something about a cash register. You know, it's like such a turnoff. You know, you're going. It's another place like this in Birmingham, and I'm gonna go and snoop around in there. It's called Books, Beans, and Coffee. I think there's it's a place like that. It's called that. I used to go in there a lot, and they just used the house just like this house, same kind of style house, a Victorian house with hardwood floors and stuff like that. You can see in the living room where she has a cash register, and she got all kinds of crystals and stuff in the showcase where the cash register sits that you can buy. I mean, she got tons and tons of stuff, and she works a regular job too. They don't like me. Her husband had no problem with me, but the lady didn't like me. She come her approach at me was like, like I had. It just seemed like, it's just like it was just so preachy. She's just like, soon as you walk in there, she was so preachy about it. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped going there. So I'm gonna be her competition. So y'all go ahead and call her and let her know, okay, that she's got some competition coming for her. Hello. Hello. But anyways, she had that in the front, and then she had an altar, a long altar all around the fireplace. You go into the next room. It was just like a table, long table where we all sat and talked about what we were into. Some people were into ruins, some people were into tarot. It was a lot of tarot card readers in there. She also rented out a room upstairs. So say for instance you're a spiritualist and you wanted to do your readings in there, you can rent a room out. And one time it was free, and then she started charging and stuff like that because it was such a high demand of spiritualists and stuff wanted to use that room, and the room was really, really, really nice. That's why I met Mama Lisa. That's when I met Mama Lisa. Mama Lisa was like, no, you can't call me Mama Girl. You older than me. I said, well, that's what they call you, baby. They call you Mama Lisa. But anyway, that's why I met Mama Lisa. Mama Lisa kind of like helped me, get into the game and the swing of things and stuff like that. I learned a lot from her. And all of us witches would come together on Friday nights, and we would talk about a lot of different things. Sometimes the owner would have fairs, like psychic fairs where we can all, give and do readings and stuff like that, and have customers and stuff come in for, what I'm saying, psychic readings. And one girl, she did chakra alignments, and another one did Reiki, and I got my feet washed and stuff like that. With one lady and stuff like that, and some type of bath or something for the feet and all that. It was a cool place. So I wouldn't mind doing some things like that with the temple. What y'all think? What y'all think? They had lots of books. That's why I got one of my first spiritual books. Which I did a lot of books, but this was like in the beginning. I kind of did a lot of self help books and stuff like that. But then I went to spiritual books. My first spiritual book was Louisa Tish book, um, The Natural Woman. Mm-hmm. Ju, Ju, Jambalaya. That was where I bought my first book, and she like I said, she had lots and lots of books. And another book she had was The Golden Dawn. I had wanted to get that one, but I didn't buy that. So it's kind of giving me an idea of what I'm gonna have to do with the temple. I just don't know if I'm ready for anything like that. That's why I want to really take it easy and do this slowly, because I really don't have any partners or anything like that in this situation. So you all will have to be my partners for right now, my guides and my partners. Y'all kind of give me some ideas of like what y'all want in the temple, what'll be a good idea in the temple, and then we'll do that. I think the temple is supposed to be so much more than that. I just can't put my finger on what it is. The spirits actually helped me get that temple, and one day I'm gonna tell y'all how I did it. So if you all want a house or you all want something like that, you got like this baby that you want to give birth to and stuff like that, it'll help you all. Chastain, that's a good question. Do you think the neighbors will hate on the temple? I know Bossy Betty will be one of them. Bossy Betty next door. I got that from Jordan. Jordan called her Bossy Betty. She would probably be one, because in the beginning, when I first got there, Bossy Betty was like trying to be cool so she could see what was going on, and then all of a sudden, Bossy Betty don't come out the door no more. She sent her husband out. So when we was pressure washing the house, he came out. Like, they're like the actual police department as far as what we do to the temple. So Bossy Betty also called the fire department on me too. Hello. Yes, she did. I said, Betty, girl, you called the fire department on me? No, boy, I didn't do that. Her real estate friend, no, we didn't do that. I said, okay, because all you all had to do is just tell me, put that out, and I would have done it. You got to be calling no police department. I mean, no fire department. Ooh, Melanie. Melanie said, we'll just throw her name in a brown bottle and she will mind her business. Okay. I said, Bossy Betty need to know that I got plenty of help. You know what I'm saying? They see just me at the temple, but they don't realize there's a whole lot of other folks behind me too, Betty. You just can't see them. Trinity, oh, hey, Trinity. Trinity said, we are going to have to fix Bossy Betty. Hello? Yeah, because this right here, this is what the spirits want. The spirits want a change. You know what I'm saying? And so anything that gets in the way of that change will be demolished. Or y'all is going to just plain old just obliterate them. She just going to run over them and destroy them. You understand? Because she already got her room. I hear the other spirits say, don't forget about me now. I got a lot of mysterious spirits too. We always be talking about the ones with the names. What about the mystery spirits? So I gotta have a place for the mystery spirits too. So, oh y'all, if you don't mind, the mystery spirits come first, because the mystery spirits were here first. Okay. So, oh y'all, you know how it is. You know what I'm saying? I do have a lot of your energy in me, so you know how it is. I'm not gonna forget about you. I am your devotee. You got a place. You know what I'm saying? No, you do. But the mystery spirits have to have their say. These are the supernatural forces that don't have names. They play a very important role, a strong role in our lives. And who the mystery spirits are, these are more or less ancestors, just spirits you may have picked up along the way or that you have gained because you have done the necessary work to have them with you. Does that make sense? Okay, Melanie said, "Pow, get away from us, Betty." And pow, that message is man. That's right on, right on. Chastain said, "Cause call Mama Oya and make it rain for that's over the lady house for days. No, she'll need that. Okay, she'll need that rain. We all need that rain. Hello." Ooh, bossy Betty. What if we did let it rain over your house so much until all of a sudden your roof started leaking? Bossy Betty. I said to myself, she don't know who she messing with. Okay. I will I got a confession to make y'all, but I'm gonna wait. I got a confession. Now I know y'all gonna say, Mom, you wasn't supposed to say that now. I ain't gonna talk about it not right now. I ain't gonna talk about that. Cause y'all like, Mom, you wasn't supposed to do that. Jackie says she could always go in a coffin box with sulfur and piss. Woo, woo. Then I got to deal with Bossy Betty kids. I can see them coming now. Oh, Lord. Sure enough, it's going to be some trouble on our hands then. Mm-mm. I don't want to deal with them children. That's right. Melanie said a change is going to come. You know, I said, look, that place didn't know I was coming back. I hate to talk about what a place is because my haters will probably call the police department and say, hey, look, check this out. This lady is coming. Y'all better prepare for her. She on her way. You know, I don't mind talking about a shoe. I ain't gonna bite my tongue. Wait till I put that stuff. Y'all know what I'm saying. That household cleaner. Wait till I drop a few drops on that bridge. Hello. Wait till I give them a few drops on that bridge. Cause when I was there, I asked the spirits. I said, spirits, the spirits from the islands and the spirits from New Orleans come to this place. Wait till I get through doing that ritual. I'm gonna be right down that bridge when I do that. I'm gonna yell out loud. I call all of the spirits from the islands and from New Orleans to this place. Ooh wee! Look, I did some stuff like that down there in Prattville. That place changed. I remember it that New Orleans music. Y'all might like it by this. Called the name of the group is called Brass Band. I love brass band, New Orleans street music. So, anyways, I used to park under this tree, and I wasn't thinking nothing of it. It's one of those trees. You can tell that the tree was actually planted there. It was four of them, and I don't know what kind of tree it is or something. It looks like a little baby sycamore tree that was planted there for like actual landscaping decorations and stuff. Poor little baby don't realize that it's being harvested and all, but it was standing there and everything. It was right around this time of the year where the leaves started to turn yellow a little bit, like okay, it's getting ready to, be fall pretty soon. And it had the little oranges and yellows and greens on it and stuff. And it was formed there. And I would get there. I would have my windows down playing brass band just loud. And I would just sit there and just dance in the seat. So I did that like 4 or 5 times. Then one day I was driving up and I parked by that tree. And it was the only tree doing this. The leaves were actually blowing, like moving and stuff, but the other three trees were intact. I said, oh, look at this tree. I got a little baby witch tree here. Loving the music. I promise y'all, no leaves was moving on any of the trees, but that one tree, that tree was happy to see me come and play that music. And I haven't gone up there this year. This year I'm going to go to that tree. I'll probably go tomorrow to that tree and let that tree hear that music. And I know people think I'm crazy. People think I'm crazy. I know they do. People saying I'm strange. Mr. Whitty used to say that a lot. He said, you a very strange person. I said, I sure am, ain't I? You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that the trees love music, and I think the flowers love music. So I go to them and I sing to them and I talk to them and play with them. Yes, I do. I don't care who think it's crazy, but that's what I do. Hmm. God has sent me too. Hello, Chastain said that tree was twerking. Hello. Okay, it was doing the baby tree twerk. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I'm gonna show y'all that tree, y'all. I be wondering sometimes, y'all, do that tree think about me? Like I think about it. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy to think that a tree may be thinking about you, may miss you? Sometimes I be about to cry because I be like thinking that sometimes, certain plants and trees miss me. And it was crazy because when I left the other house and stuff like that, they cut down most of the little bushes and stuff, and it just really broke my heart. Because I said to myself, I knew that those trees knew me. It was another house I left away from around, and I noticed that the trees died when I left. When I left, the trees died. You can leave a place, and a tree that you was nurturing and caring for, it can, and plants, they can actually die from grief because they miss you. You know. Trinity says breaks my heart when I seen trees being cut down. Same here. Because I know that paper mill over there just harvest pine trees, and then they just take them and shoot them through a machine after they cut them down. You know, and you can just smell the pine or whatever. And I'm like, oh gosh, it. Oh, who wants to come back and be a tree just to be harvested later on for just fuel and paper and stuff? Think about it. I know we got to have paper to work on, write on, but I'm sure in some civilizations there were other things we could write on and stuff like sheets of stone and stuff like that. You could write on those things or something. We got to come up with something else to write on besides paper. Oh yeah, I know I'm going crazy now. I know y'all see. Yeah, she's losing it. Melon said, "I talk to trees too. You're not crazy. They give messages." Chastain said, "The tree might know you, like for real." Trinity said, "No, I seen trees leaves dance before." Yes, thank you, Trinity. I pay so close attention to a tree. If I notice a tree and I greet the tree and stuff, I look for a reaction. If it ain't nothing but one little leaf wave, and I'm like, "Oh, you see me? Hey," like that magnolia tree. It's an old magnolia tree over there by the cemetery and stuff like that. I always like to go over there and just touch that tree because I know that tree is hundreds and hundreds, got to be about 100 and something years old. And that tree looks at me like, I've been here for thousands of years. No telling how many years in your years. You never understand me. The magnolia tree seems to have kind of like a little it's kind of a little high polluted. You know what I'm saying? That's what I notice about that. I get a feeling from each tree. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel each tree, I can tell when a tree, like that tree was sort of like, I don't have the words for it. It was like, you're not ready for my knowledge and wisdom that I have. And I was like, okay, then I can understand that. I've seen people come and I've seen people die. The magnolia tree is a very mystical tree. And when you're ready, it'll talk to you. I guess I haven't done the necessary assignments and gotten to a level of lessons to be able to communicate with that magnolia tree. Let me stop y'all talking about these here trees and stuff. Everybody's like walking away like no, she on some other stuff. Chastain said, "Didn't you say on one of your videos you saw a spirit come?" Yes, I did. See a spirit come out of a tree. Yes, I sure did. and it was big. I never will forget. It was me and Earl. Earl had just got through cutting the grass, and we were talking to each other. And then we looked over there, and it was this humongous cloud, not like a cloud, but it was like very transparent. You could see through it, and it was the size of like two cars put together. Just passed right on by. Me and him, we just looked at each other. I said, "Did you see that?" He said, "No, did you see that?" And I'm still trying to figure out what that was. Yeah, trees have spirits in them, and even though we think that trees stay in one spot and they don't go anywhere, their spirits have the ability to travel outside of itself and go places and come back. You know, Mama Midnight said it's all good. Y'all know I'm fascinated with trees and stuff, and I always say that one day when I come back, I'm gonna be a great oak tree, a great oak tree that's gonna live many many lifetimes. So the next time you all pass by a tree, make sure you acknowledge it, especially the great trees, the big huge trees, if you can find any, because they kill most of them. I'm fascinated with that great sequoia. What a tree! Those trees are in California. Patrice said they did a scientific study about plants, trees, and music. So it's facts. They move. That's very normal. Thought everyone knew that. Also, water dances too. The molecules in water also dances. I think everything actually dance to the rhythm. Dance to the river. Oh, man, I'm just so wrong. That might be a new song I'm gonna make. Dance to the river. Dance to the river. I like that. But anyway, it's dance to the rhythm. Or is it slave to the rhythm? Slave to the rhythm. It's something like that. I can't remember that by Grace Jones. The rhythm is the force. It sure is. The rhythm is the force, and everything is going to answer to it. Everything is going to dance to it. The rhythm. Jackie said the trees are the ancestors. I agree. They're very primitive. They were here before we all was here. So think about the stories they can tell. A lot of folks say, "Oh, I don't have any elders around." Yes, you do. Go over there and talk to that tree. Okay, Papa. How you doing, Papa McDonald? Papa McDonald says storm is coming like we never seen in this lifetime. Mm. Mama Midnight said, Mama, I got a question for you. What advice do you have for folks that had a Christian background but left and is now in their early years of witchcraft? Run from the church and don't ever go back. Okay? That's the advice I got for you. Run and don't ever go back. And they know you from them. The folks in the church know you from them now, so you can't go back. Once you've gotten this far off into whatever the wilderness of whatever this is we're practicing right now, they're not going to allow you back in there because they know you become a part of whatever you're practicing. So if you began to practice witchcraft and everything, you're not going to be able to go back to the church. They know you've been into the craft, even though they're practicing it too. But the difference between you and them is that you are in the openness of your nature of the craft. You're open with it. You're genuine with it. They're not genuine you with their craft. They're using their craft as a weapon. You're using your craft to further humanity. You understand what I'm saying? For the good of nature and all of those things. They don't do that. So, but they think they're better than you, but in actuality, they are really and truly the evil of witchcraft. The people in the church. It's the truth. I know it might be some church people listening, but it's you. It's just it is what it is. So that's the advice I want to give you right there. Don't waste your time in there, because they ain't teaching you nothing. In witchcraft, we teach you how to grow seeds to plants, to trees, to food. We teach you this in witchcraft. We teach you to respect everything, the stone that is there in the river. We teach you, if you're not going to take that stone and bring that stone home and put it back in its elements of water, you know what I'm saying? Respect it like that. Leave the stone in the water. If you're gonna go to a tree, and I have abused the trees myself. If you're gonna go to a tree and you need some of the tree, you're supposed to ask. You're supposed to be polite enough to ask the tree. Is it okay for me to even touch you? You know what I'm saying? So we teach you how to, you know what I'm saying, live in nature, and live in nature abundantly, and live symbi like symbiotically with nature. And when you take care of nature and you have that level of respect for it, oh, wonderful things will come your way. Wonderful, beautiful things. You know what I'm saying? For me, I mean, it has been a beautiful journey walking one with nature. To the extent that I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm not as natural as I should be, because if I could be, I wouldn't have on a shirt. I wouldn't have on a bra. You know what I'm saying? I would just be topless. I would be topless. I would have my bottom wrapped up, though, and everything. And I would, cause see, we need to be like that so we can get the sunlight. Sunlight is not penetrating us through clothes and stuff like that. We need to be that oneness with nature. We need to be bathing really and stuff in the lakes, the rivers, the creeks and stuff. That's the way we really supposed to be living. That's one with nature. We're living so unnaturally, and that's why we're dying prematurely. Okay. Melon said trees do talk, just not the way we do. Yeah, like trees are very vocal when the wind blows. They are very vocal. Just listen to a tree when the wind blows. It just sounds like it's trillions and trillions of voices just speaking at one time. You know what I'm saying? It's like the wind activates not only the trees, it activates the water. You can hear the different voices coming from the water. You be like, this is definitely alive. You know what I'm saying? I think it's beautiful. I don't know which one I like most, the sounds of the rustle of the leaves and stuff like that when the wind is blowing. And I really want to see that now with this extreme heat. Okay, I really want to feel the wind now because this heat is too crazy. And I don't know if I love that most, or the sound of the running waters and stuff, the rushing waters and stuff like that. Especially like from the waterfalls and everything. That sound is very therapeutic, and it does heal your body. It is a lot of healing in all of that. I'm reading the chat, y'all. Patrice said there was this tree I used to like a lot and go see down the block from my house. You need to go and visit that tree. Don't you know them trees and stuff like that? They miss us. This, you know what I'm saying? And I know their spirits can come to us and stuff like that. And then, just think about being a spirit. You don't have a physical body, but you a spirit, and you go and you visit some people, or some animals or something, or some plants and stuff that you really love, but then notice that they don't see you. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have a physical body anymore. I do believe, like the trees, you know what I'm saying, that see us, that we may catch their eyes. I do believe that spirits sometimes come to us and stuff, and we just don't necessarily know that they are, that, you see what I'm saying, that's them. So sometimes we have to just physically go over and just acknowledge the tree, leave a little offering or something like that to the tree and everything. Because a long time ago, people did used to leave offerings to the tree. Okay, I'm just talking about these trees, y'all. We need to have a tree study. Maybe we y'all want to talk about the trees in Discord. What you think, Astro? Everybody, because the trees are mystical beings. I don't care what nobody say. Who else has been on the planet? Okay, so you're right in the woods right now, in the forest right now, or you're just on your property and it's this tall tree look like it's about 50 years old. What else besides that tree in your house old enough that knows the history of that little spot? The tree. Now the house, if the walls could talk, would talk to you too about what's going on. Go over there to that tree and let that tree give you some information and history of what went down in that little spot. It'll tell you when from when it was a little bitty seedling what was going on. Okay, Amy. I mean, Amy. Astro has a Discord account. Discord. You first of all you have to download the app. You have to download the app. Once you download the app, she'll try to give it to you in here in the chat room. I'm just waiting. As soon as she say, hey, y'all come on over, I'm coming. And we were in there. A couple of us was in there a few days ago. Chastain said, I wonder how trees feel when dogs piss on them. Melanie said disrespected. In actuality, um, um, when dogs do what they do on a tree, the tree actually expects it because it knows that is a natural instinct. A natural instinct. So it's a lot of things that the tree, you know, expects because it knows that a natural instinct is for a particular being to do whatever it does. Just like the tree gets up there and poop. I mean, not the tree. The bird gets in the tree and poops. And I do believe that everything that happens to the tree that comes from beings, the different beings, is very necessary for it to have it for some kind of reason. So if that bird is up in there and it poops and drops this and drops that by the tree, then okay, you know what I'm saying? A tree expects it. And the dog just pick its leg up and piss. I mean, and whatever it is from the urine, the tree takes it and utilizes it. It transmutes it and use it for whatever it uses it for, you know? Except for diseases when some trees can get sick, you know what I'm saying? From different funguses and stuff like that, you know. Okay, I'm gonna get off this tree subject. So that's right. Trinity said dog pee has nutrients the tree can use. Everything within nature serves a purpose, and nothing in nature is unbalanced and disrupted. The thing that brings the disruption to nature is man. When man decides, okay, oh man, look at this beautiful locust. And then you get that locust from Japan and then you bring it over here, then you can disrupt the ecosystem having that locust over here. Are you see this fly? Oh, what a beautiful fly. It has purple wings and green wings. I'm taking it back to America. Like these killer bees. Killer bees produce more honey, so they brought the killer bees over here from Africa. That's a disruption to the natural ecosystem. So man brings the unbalance or the imbalance to nature. Everything else that goes on within nature, you understand? It has a reason. It has it's something that has to happen. In other words, okay, y'all. So maybe y'all want to get over to Discord. Hey, Jan Smith. Jan said fairies homes. Yeah, I love the fairies. I put some cream out for them one time. I mean, they lapped it all up. And like I said, this was on a balcony with no stairs. So it wasn't no cat that did it, wasn't no dog that did it. The fairies came and got it. Because they do exist. They are real. Fairies are real. Leprechauns are real. All of these things are real, okay? Okay. So, anyways, if you haven't already, please rate and subscribe. Okay. Meet us in Discord. Okay. Bye bye.